nada. Wicked wild, wild. Wicked wild, wicked wild, wicked wild, wild west. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother.
132, dude. It's a tale of redemption, dude.
Wow, it's time for Gerbies to totally redeem himself.
No, I won't be redeeming.
He's a Gerboys.
He is, dude. It's the old Gerbies. And read your Gerbies, little Gerbies.
Well, disclaimer, I won't be redeeming myself.
This is like a repetitive nightmare you think you wake up from.
And read your Gerbies, Gerbies.
Well, at least I say he was showing me TikTok videos last time and scrutinizing my response to them.
I know.
Oh, remember how furious you were when I was watching?
I wasn't furious. I was just disinterested. I don't have that sort of.
You don't like to you don't take glee in the common like folly of humanity. Just like dumb,
You don't like to see
fucking
retarded
idiots.
people?
I guess right. Yeah.
You don't like that at all. Just seeing
not a
like
huge
dumb
fan, yeah.
fucking idiots just trying their best and just failing still.
It doesn't do it for me as much.
don't like
no,
that?
no.
What?
I've never gotten into like America's Got Talent or anything like that. It just
No,
doesn't
me
do it.
neither. But
This is a whole different
this is
thing.
TikTok. This is
Dude.
this is the poors filming themselves trying to get laid by doing like anime videos.
Maybe I'll have to rewatch it.
You got to give it another shot.
All right,
You
I'll
were
give
in
it
a bad spot when you were watching them. That's
Yeah.
why you were being such a sourpuss.
Yeah,
Now that now that your arthritis has calmed down quite a bit,
a little bit.
maybe you won't be such a sourpuss.
Well, it's day to day, but yes, yeah. No, I'll be a little
That's
bit
the
of a
number
sourpuss.
one side effect of having
You're on risk of
debilitating
being a
arthritis.
sourpuss.
Step one. Yeah, that's one of the harshest side effects. Sourpuss.
He's not wrong.
You become I'd be a sourpuss.
Yeah, dude.
If I had fucking arthritis flaring up.
Nothing was fun. Nothing's funny when you got a hemorrhoid.
Oh man.
Nothing's funny.
Nothing.
Nothing's funny at all, dude. You gotta-
Everything stinks.
You're sitting on like a painful golf ball, dude. It's nothing's fucking pain. Nothing's funny at all.
Oh, that guy fucking messaged you
Who?
about was it a Hemi or was it something else?
Thrombosis or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna look
'Cause
into
whatever
that.
that thing was, I've never seen a Hemi like that.
If that guy's right, which I think he might
Because
be.
if you've never had a hemorrhoid
Yeah.
and then you just got that thing,
Yeah. If that
That's
guy's
crazy.
right, I think there was definitely like 3 doctors who were just totally wrong. Which is very
doctors
possible.
a lot of times don't give a fuck.
No, not at all. Especially when my health
They
insurance
just
was,
show you
I
the
had
asshole and they're like, yeah, all right. Yeah,
I had
that's
the poor
probably
health
what it is.
insurance, and they would like bring in like a nurse and be like, "Yeah, you got it."
Check this guy's asshole out.
Dude, the
Just take a look
doctor
at
just
this
come in and be
fucking-
like, "What do you think of it?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's a hemorrhoid." And he'd like literally pull my pants down, like, "Yeah, all right, you're
Yeah,
good.
whatever it is.
You're good.
Whatever it is. Who
Call us
cares?
back. Yeah, call us if anything happens, and if anything doesn't happen, he's like, whatever."
Yeah, I wonder if there'd be a difference in how they treated it, Hemi or thrombosis or whatever that was.
I don't know.
I'm sure they literally were just like, we could call it whatever we want.
Imagine if you're a doctor and people was constantly coming and showing you your body. You're like, "Yeah, man,
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah,
You're gonna die. All right, bye."
yeah, whatever.
They don't really give a fuck.
True.
Especially if you're on the poor health insurance, it's like unless you're gonna die, they're just like, "All right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're poor. Your
Bird
body,
dog,
your body's
how's your health insurance?
It's good. I get it through my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
your bro hooks it up.
Yeah.
Well, you work with him.
Yes.
You work with your bro?
Yeah.
What?
He's a copywriter.
Little family biz. You do copywriting?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm like a paralegal, I guess you'd say. Yeah.
You're a
course, dude.
paralegal,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
Well, he's only half Jewish. You know? He's not a full lawyer.
I was raised fully Jewish.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Full Jew.
What?
Yeah.
Capital J,
Dude,
not even
this
lowercase.
is like that thing where you guys, how many Jews did you ever meet growing up?
One family.
Four,
One
dude.
family.
I literally grew up and I didn't know any
It's
at
so
all.
interesting,
Never.
yeah.
At all. And
Well, you
then
guys-
It was
you
like
guys
2%
stick
of
in
the
clumps.
population.
college is when like people hit me with the fact that there was Jewish people, and I was like, nah.
It's very bizarre, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Some people like in obviously in New York, it's J's fucking city.
Right.
yeah.
But out where I'm from, you'd never see J's.
Yeah, hit Delaware County, dude. You don't
Not many J's lingering around. There's no money to be had.
out in Delaware County.
Yeah, they're out of there.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
there's like GC lords. You'll have like general contractor lords and shit out there. There's a couple Jewish GC lords. Few. I've seen. Well,
Yeah.
I've seen their name on the trucks. I haven't seen them.
What's it say on the trucks?
I don't know. Just be like Bergen or Burger or some shit. Burger Builders or something. Burgers and Sons.
Yeah, burgers. What do you think of that?
That's fine.
There's a couple.
I mean,
out there.
that is the way it is. I mean, my brother dated a girl. She was in Louisiana, and when he went down to visit her, her entire family was like pouring out to see him because they'd never seen
a Jay live in the flesh.
Damn, dude, you guys. It sucks. You guys have never seen the originals. That's
Yeah.
where like the vampires would go down to fucking New Orleans.
Yeah, that's what the Jays are.
You guys roll down there. It's like the originals. Like, oh fuck, it's the original family. These guys are fucking bad as hell. You guys don't watch vampire soaps. You wouldn't get anyone watches a vampire soap. You'll enjoy.
I think
that.
you're the only one. I can almost guarantee of all of our listeners, you're the only one who watches
Not true, dude.
vampire
We got some
soaps.
TikTok bad boys out here
There's
popping
some
in the
TikTok
contacts,
boys.
putting in the fangs, getting ready, dude. It's my favorite part of vampire soaps, dude. I can't get over that when
What's
they move
that?
when they move real fast.
Oh yeah, when they just that's
Hold on, I gotta go. They
they
fucking
fly somewhere else.
and they drive too. Sometimes just
like, yeah,
you know,
occasionally they're behind the
because-
wheel.
always driving like Porsches and shit.
I wonder if it's exhausting, the flying around. They never seem exhausted, so they should be doing that instead of driving.
Making like a dramatic blur and getting out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what you think. But anyway, Gerbs, we heard you're training hard.
Train hard.
Yeah, Contact told me you were out training.
Well, so I got
Got
in the-
contact training with you?
Contact's
He's
training.
ripped.
He fluctuates.
Really?
Every once in a while, Contact can be a little chubby boy. Yeah,
Really?
which is fun to see. I like him better when
He
he's
gets a little Belushi body every now and
He
again.
gets a little chubby from he gets a little carried away with the drinks.
I
He
thought
was-
he looked great. We were both topless.
You guys were working out together?
Whoa, you guys
Yeah.
went topless
What
to
is
throw
it, like
frisbees?
fucking- what is it, like Rocky
dude.
2? What the fuck
And we
are you
hit
guys
wiffle
doing?
balls. Yeah, it was so much fun.
Wait, you
Hold on.
guys, I knew you did this, and I was happy for you. I knew
Yeah.
you guys were throwing frisbees and hitting wiffle balls,
Yeah.
which normally I would criticize, but I was happy for you.
You know what I love about frisbee? Because I was never into frisbee.
Hold on,
Yeah.
but had I known you guys were topless hitting wiffle balls in the park,
Yeah.
What
I
kind of
wouldn't have
shorts we
stood
talking?
behind this. Short shorts, guaranteed shorts.
How
It'd be
short?
sick
No,
if you were wearing
Chris-
like and ones past the knees, shirtless.
If you were sagging and ones, I could get
If you were
behind
dressed
this.
like Ja Rule, that'd be fucking tight.
Wait, so you busted out the lizard tat?
Yes. Yeah. He took his shirt off, and I was like, "Well,
Yeah,
I'd rather get a more consistent tan."
heard that.
Yeah.
So Connor have any tats? He's clean.
I think he's clean.
He's clean.
Yeah. But he's just got wide shoulders.
I can see O'Connor rocking like the Sublime Sun on his back or something.
Yeah.
Something real low key and sick, dude.
Some real lacrosse tat.
Like a 40 ounces of freedom on his back, like the
Yes.
sun with a mushroom on it and stuff. It'd be tight.
He was just hitting the drugs this past week.
Oh yeah.
Contact was exploring his mind.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, people can do what they want to do.
Ever done like acid or mushrooms?
No, I don't have the temperament for it. No. God,
How do you know that?
Because like I took weed. Well, I used to smoke weed, and then
Wait, you took weed once?
yeah, whatever. And then I had this huge
Wait, you
panic
took
attack.
weed once and then got a lizard tattoo?
No, I used to smoke it more regularly.
You
and
smoked so much weed that you got the Sobe emblem.
There was. I went into this super fresh. It was
Every
late
week I
at
tell
night.
myself I'm not gonna pile
I'm
on.
gonna
dude.
jump on.
I'm like,
It's impossible not
I
to
always
jump
leave
on.
and I'm like, God, we gotta stop fucking with Gerby. And then-
What? No, you can
No.
fuck. No, that's.
I know, but I just
Gerbies
it's
doesn't.
a testament to my character.
It really is. If you see a man down, you just instantly jump in.
I'm such a dick. Sorry, go ahead, Gerby.
I'm always expecting you to be like the break. Like where I like talk shit on him and I expect you
It's a
to be
feeding
like
frenzy,
chill,
dude.
chill. But as soon as you see blood, dude, you go right in, dude.
It's a feeding frenzy, dude. Just for being a little brother, dude. You just get your ass kicked all your whole life, and then as soon as you can pick on anyone, you're like,
Yeah, you're gay. You're gay.
So
So you guys are shirtless, throwing the frisbee.
No,
back
I
and
want to go back to the marijuana thing because we had taken gravity bong hits. It's where you like.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay,
yeah.
you're familiar
Yes.
with it.
I used to smoke a gravity bong every night in college before bed, and I'd be like, I can't smoke weed. It's like, yeah, because you're ripping a fucking tubular bong.
That's as
dude.
close as you can get to like shooting up for weed.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, because we had like a 2 liter
It's
in
crazy.
the bathtub,
Yeah, it fucks you up.
and then we went to a super
Not to mention all the
fresh.
burning plastic you're probably inhaling.
Yeah. And there was a guy with Down syndrome working there, and I bought a piece of pie from like the bakery, and then I saw him, and I got so upset.
Wait, you saw a retarded guy while you're high off a gravity bomb?
Yeah, and I just started feeling so bad for my
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm doing this, like this guy's working.
They should come out with an app for that. if you're high, it's like a little like
Avoid retarded guys.
like an Uber for like retarded people.
Yes, they really
This
should.
guy's
man.
working hard, and I'm like,
Like a Waze, they have like little Waze emblems.
Yeah,
with
like
my
Waze,
gift.
like Waze has like cops ahead. It should be like a fucking retarded guy ahead, or like like badly homeless.
Oh yeah.
Like I can
dude.
pass a homeless guy, but like a hard homeless.
Yeah.
Like on the way here, I passed a fucking black dude, wheelchair, no shirt on.
Yeah. Like, did you ever see those
Just
dudes? They
rough.
look like they're out of a classical painting of just some guy like in utter ruin. They're just like.
Yeah, it's insane.
They look like the dude from like a Led Zeppelin album cover where they're just like holding a
Laying
lantern, like a fucking staff.
So you saw a retarded guy and you started laughing in his face.
no, did I? No. So I got very upset, and I had a panic attack, and then I was just like, I just don't have the mental
What
temperament.
were you
for it.
panic attacking on?
Just like it's one of those things. I feel like when
You thought
I'm
he was going
drunk.
to get you?
No, I didn't think he was gonna get
Oh
me.
yeah, remember that guy got you?
Who's that?
The guy with
of
Downs
course,
got
of
you
course, of
before.
course,
Remember
yeah.
that when Gerbies
Yeah, yeah.
got?
So this was like a trigger.
It wasn't a trigger. I just
He
I
triggered
felt-
the latent retarded archetype in your brain.
And it was
and
the
now I'm
flashing
triggered.
lights.
Now every time you hang out with me, you gotta have some flashbacks. Just a big Downs bully get you.
He was small.
He was tiny
Oh
Downs.
my god,
He was a
he
fucking
was
Mighty
tiny,
Mouse.
tiny,
Little
yeah.
bowling ball, they'll get you.
Really?
Little thick boys.
He was.
Oh yeah, man.
Those tiny Downs.
Like a
Hold me
Staffordshire.
closer, tiny Downser. They'll fucking get you.
Yeah, man.
He did.
He held you closer. He held you too close.
Yes, yes.
In the diner, he gave you the fucking.
Oh no, that was a different guy.
Was it different Downs?
But he still wasn't as big as you. He was more normal height. The guy that kind of picked me up and had to go at me in the basketball courts, like that was. He was very short.
But he wasn't having a go at you. He was just excited. Oh, and then he humped you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like any sort of boner, or do you have like
I
a
don't
soft
recall.
day? Disassociate it.
Yeah, I was violent. Like
Yeah.
the flipping and the lurching and all that. And then it was just more the moment. And
Cause you like hear him like in your ear.
but he wasn't.
He had to been breathing hard. If he's
Yeah, it
humping
had to
hard,
be
he's
like-
breathing hard. Yeah, if he's
I
humping
was
hard.
still like yelling excitement from the hoop.
You were yelling while you were saying?
No, he was. I wasn't making noises like you're like you're putting noises in him. That,
There had to be noises.
no, because he wasn't humping in a sexual
just
way.
A
It was
quiet like.
no, it was still like overjoyed. From what I remember, it was overjoyed. But again,
I thought it
wasn't
went
paying
from
attention.
overjoyed to then,
but he was-
sadosexual.
It's exactly what it went from. But I'm saying I don't think that there was a noise change to him. It
He's
wasn't.
like, nah.
right.
Like, oh God, get off!
Does any of that ring a bell?
Right. So no.
Steve.
The get off.
So you're
raps.
high and you see.
Oh, I'm just saying, just in general.
they
I
all
don't have
look-
the mental temperament for it.
They do all look the same, so it is like
It's like Assassin's Creed. Just walk around all cloaked up, punch down on the roof in like a 3-point stance on you.
damn, that'd be sick if Downs people were trying to assassinate Gerbs. Like an all time Assassin's Creed, they just jump out into a bale of hay off the top of some Walmart fucking shelf. Yeah, they jump out. Their thing is those bouncy ball crates at like grocery stores and Walmarts. That's their bale of hay.
That's funny.
In Assassin's Creed, you know this?
No, I don't know.
Assassin's Creed, you can jump out of like church towers and into like bales of hay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an intricate like a system of communication. They
Yeah.
like pop in little messages and shit. Who do you think fills those things up?
Those
what things?
those
Those
ball
balls.
pits.
They communicate through those things.
Oh, who
People with
fills
Down
them up
syndrome
at
communicate.
If you
Kmart?
have Down
The-
syndrome,
the
you can pop a
employees-
quarter and you get like a message from one of your boys, and you fucking just like Gerb. It's just your latitude and longitude.
I'm not thinking about the same
You
thing.
smash
You're
them-
thinking.
you
I have no
smash
idea
them.
where you guys are.
We're
you just
talking
smash
about
your homie's figure, and it's a little. It's like a fortune cookie scroll with your address, and they're on you, dude.
Okay.
Down it's very ineffective communication, but they are, they do have Down syndrome. Wait till they figure out the phone.
Oh,
They're going to be
man.
able to text your address.
Dude.
You've been assaulted twice. You're like, there's people.
The second
you, know how,
guy- yeah.
you know how you run into people like I hate dogs. It's like, how do you hate dogs? They're hilarious. And then they're like, oh, I got bit. You got bit twice. You're twice bitten and shy, dude.
Yeah, I think just in
You're once
general, I
bit,
feel like
you're
people
twice
just have a like fuck with me face or something, and body and temperament and
For sure.
gait. Yeah, yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
So you were. That was little. Was that the? So is this like a pattern? You were smoking weed, then one night you saw the retard, and then you backed off, or were you like? Was this like a one-time deal?
No, so that I think that was like the first time I had a panic attack on it, and then I just started having panic attacks. 'Cause there's like that sensation of when I'm drunk, you feel that you're not really in control, but you don't care.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I'm high, it's just I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not in control, and I just start to feel like
Almost like you're retarded.
sure.
Wow. In the end, you become what you hate. It's true.
I don't hate. Wait, time out. I don't hate mentally disabled people.
You
That's
do.
fear.
by
You've made it.
no
You
stretch of
just fear them.
imagination.
But
You
fear
have a
comes
very
from...
Machiavellian relationship with retarded
I fear
people.
some cats because I was attacked by a cat. But not
Would you say you love, or would you more love or fear the Downs community?
love,
Love.
What about fear or respect?
fear, or respect.
Who do you, which
That's
one
what I was
is
going
it?
for.
Fear or respect.
The Down syndrome community, do you fear it or respect it?
Can you elaborate on that question?
Just answer it. It's
Can
gotta
you-
be
could you
fear.
provide-
It's gotta be
Well,
fear.
provide a context.
I know you don't respect them.
Provide a context. There are
You-
particular.
All right, so you're coming out of like you're driving through like a high school, and there's like that little like carport landing.
respect. I should have just said respect.
Dude, you don't. You got high and saw one, and you were instantly like devastated.
No, I felt
That's
bad.
how little you respect
Time
him.
out.
He was
no,
having
no.
the time of his
Wasn't-
life. He was scanning pies. That's a fucking down
First
dream.
of all, he wasn't scanning pies.
You were
gathering
buying pie, and he
carts.
was he was a
But-
cart gatherer.
Yeah.
That's
See-
that's the highest honor
Wait,
you
what
can
was
have.
this guy
It was
doing?
the Down syndrome.
Wait, time out.
person.
It wasn't that I was afraid of him. I was overwhelmed with guilt because I wasn't doing anything with my life, and he was working.
Despite,
That's not work. That's pledge.
Oh,
If you have downs, gathering carts is pure pledge.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
I was being condescending. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you were. You
Well,
feared him more than you respected him.
No. I don't even like that.
How many carts was he moving at once? Did you ever see when they get that long
Yeah,
train going?
train.
You gotta
don't
fear. You gotta
recall.
fear that.
I do not recall.
That's a fear. Yeah, you can batter that thing right through any door you've locked.
You'd make a terrific attorney.
Huh?
You'd make a terrific attorney because the amount of detail that you were. I'm like, am I lying?
He's trying to convert you to Jay, dude.
Yeah. Little divide and conquer,
Yeah.
dude.
Don't try to divide us, dude. Don't make him join the Jays. Matt hates the Jays more.
No,
than-
I don't.
Do you respect or fear them?
Respect.
Really?
I respect.
You don't
them.
fear the Jays?
No, I don't fear the Jays.
I don't
respect
fear
them.
the Jays.
I respect them.
I respect.
They
the
can't
shit.
get. They can't get me.
They don't even want to get us.
Nah, they couldn't.
They couldn't even if they tried.
They see what we're up to. 'Cause
Yeah.
They want to get in business with us.
The Jays? Oh yeah, there's some guys who reached out. We got to
Yeah.
talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Some Jays reached out. A Hispanic Jay.
Really?
Well, he obviously isn't Jewish, but he's a business partner, so the lad partner.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't
Lad
know. How
Network?
I don't know how I feel about ads.
Yeah, I don't want to do ads.
I don't know if we should do ads.
You should definitely do ads.
No, dude.
See, that's the J. It's
Yeah.
the J on our
I don't
shoulder.
I don't like when I hear readings. It's like it just
No,
it's too
but
long.
what's fun about it is like you guys are gonna read it, and then that also gives
And make
you
fun
fodder,
of it. Sure.
right?
Sure.
Yeah, like Howard Stern when he would read ads, it was amazing.
Howard, what?
Stern, what? Is this Howard Stern that reached out to you?
No.
Nah. Just
I'm
saying.
saying.
J Network.
Oh, Jay. Yeah, but did you ever listen to Stern? Were you a Stern listener?
I wasn't allowed. My mom wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
wasn't really allowed either. I would
Oh,
stay up
wow.
at night and watch
I'd
it
watch
on
his
E.
show on E and see the blurred out boobs.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that shit on E.
Yeah, it
They
was
would have
tight.
them ride like Sibians and
Yeah.
shit. Oh my god.
I used to record it. I would tape record it and then
Really?
listen to it at night. Yeah, when I was at school.
Howard Stern's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was. I kind of. I missed that. I remember like.
I was
catch it-
late.
I
I was
caught
late
it late.
to. I
by
was late
then-
to O&A too.
Yeah, I listened to maybe
I was
2
real
minutes.
late to O&A.
I was just listening to some Patrice on O&A. You know what they did? They found Anthony had Nazi attire, and then they had Patrice dress up like more black or something.
Yeah.
And they had them both try and flag a cab. And Anthony was giving the Heil Hitler, and Patrice was just trying to flag it like this.
Yeah.
Who caught it
And they-
first?
And they split. It went 50-50. And like multiple
hilarious.
cabs stopped between the two of them. And they're like, who are you picking? And the guy was like, whoever gets here first.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
It was
awesome.
a great bit.
That's
All
pretty
right.
funny.
So let's go back to your fear of the mentally handicapped and disabled.
No, I'm not. Well, that's a.
If you've been thrashed, you've been thrashed twice.
Yes. But
That's
they-
terrifying. I'd be
No,
fucking
no,
weary.
It's not. No.
I'd be real weary.
Yeah,
if you
dude.
got gripped up once,
Yeah,
I'd be
man.
fucking. I'd be. You get real
It's like,
shy.
did you ever get nudged by a backhoe?
Although it is funny if
No, what?
Did you ever get nudged by like a backhoe or an excavator? You feel that power. You're like,
Oh my god.
start
yeah.
looking.
Yeah, man.
It's gotta be
The thing doesn't
terrifying.
even move.
Yeah, it just bumps you. You go flying. So
Same thing. Same
Look
level
out.
of power.
exactly,
Both 1,000,000 horsepower.
for sure.
Tiny guy with downs. It's at least 80 horsepower.
Easily. So based
See,
off,
this is where you could read an ad. Whenever we
I
fall flat, it's like, all right, fuck it.
Right.
Let's
my
talk about
question
shaving.
is, so you stopped. You had the panic attacks, and you're like, you know what? This is not for me.
Yeah. I'd rather do it though. Because
Have you ever thought about getting back on the horse?
Yeah. Because I've been off booze, like with the recent, sort of arthritis flare up. I got off booze, so I figured that's got to be adding
For
information.
sure. For sure.
And I do feel better, but I miss that sort of thing at night. Just like having a
Little inebriation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerbies loves a nightcap.
Yeah,
I've been
man.
around the Gerbs.
I know.
Dude. He'll sip a couple at night.
I know.
He'll just sip a couple.
You don't gotta tell me.
It's hilarious.
I love
Dude
nightcaps.
loves a little nightcap.
Gerbs, I'm trying to start it.
I'm so into golf, and I watch Tiger highlight, like old Tiger.
He's good, dude.
My
Yeah, it's
God, did
cool.
he have a good weekend? I ordered a Tiger Woods hat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was-
Tiger hat?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
dude.
you know that fucking there's that electronic billboard I always bring up about Nike?
Mm-hmm.
How it's always like women,
Yeah.
Muslim women, suck our dicks, buy
Listen.
Nike.
Yeah.
They got Tiger back, which is funny because
They went quiet on him.
they fucking went
He was
real
poly,
quiet.
dude. He was poly, and
too
they shut
poly,
him the
and
fuck
they hated
down.
him. They shunned him.
That was some
But
bullshit.
now it's Pride Month, so they better bring fucking some respect on his name.
What's he doing?
He was
For
just-
poly?
He was just poly, yeah.
That's what's up.
But now there's a huge thing of like
Well, they got
Tiger
another-
winning, and it's like,
Yeah.
America loves a comeback. It's like,
Yeah.
you guys were the reason he was down.
Well, yes,
You're
yeah.
the one
exactly.
who
You
made
guys
him
turned
in
your
a
backs
hole.
on
You cost him millions of dollars.
Let's go with Vic.
Vic's still balling.
Comeback?
I don't know if
Who's
he's
he
coming
play
back.
for?
He doesn't play for anyone.
He's done?
No, he is done.
He won't-
He's every once in a while you'll see him pop up on like a sports analysis show, something like that.
Nice. He still gets work?
Yeah,
Good.
I love Vic.
I like Vic, too. I was thinking about that the other
He
day.
committed a horrible crime. but
Heinous, dude. But it's also, that's a tough crime to get away with because that's got to be loud. A dogfighting ring?
Electrocuting and
that.
drowning dogs.
He was electrocuting them, too?
Yeah.
Because I heard some like dogs, like they were just quarreling the other day from like 4 blocks away, and I was like, I could hear it.
Yeah.
It's like if you're fighting them all day,
Yeah.
everybody
Where
knows.
is this happening? Right.
Everybody knows.
Dude,
Yeah.
how about a good cat fight? You hear
I can
those.
get down
They
with
are
cat
nuts.
fighting,
They
dude.
are
Did you ever see
very
them?
Scary.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Cat fights?
Cat
It's
fighting I could
fucking
get down
wild.
with. That would be pretty tight.
Also, how loud are they? And they're
They're
always
so
in your
loud.
backyard.
Oh, it's horrible
They're always
fucking
in
noise.
your. They're like
Are
on
you talking
your back porch.
organized cat fights or
No,
just in the
just
wild?
straight up, just two cats squaring
Is there any
up.
organized cat fighters?
I bet there is. It sounds like something Asians could get behind.
Yeah, I could see them waving some fucking bills at it, dude.
Just screaming.
I could see them holding up some fucking
screaming in a cat's
dictator,
face.
holding some dictator currency and
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
plastic visors
Some
on.
Jeffrey dollars throwing them down.
Cigarette smoke.
Monopoly money.
Cigarette smoke is thick down there. Put on a green visor and wave fucking.
Have cats.
What's his name? What's the guy's name? The Chinese guy.
Who?
Mao.
Mao.
Little fucking
We're
Mao.
going Mao. Hell yeah.
Little fucking
Mao
mouse
dollars.
floating around. Yeah, dude.
Those
Yeah.
things are worth nothing.
Yeah, dude. I heard they traded Pogs back in Mao's China.
They did.
That's where Pogs come from.
That was their currency collapsed due to the Pog failure. Somebody, America came in with a fucking jammer. No, what are those things
Nah,
called?
the jammers, brass jammers, dude.
Yeah.
Nah,
America, Trump came in with a jammer. And
I
was
heard
like,
the
trade deal.
Beanie Baby collapsed the Pog.
The Beanie Baby collapse was
The Japanese
devastating.
Beanie Baby collapsed the Chinese Pog,
It
dude.
did, dude.
It's pre World War
I wonder if
II.
the Chinese were behind Pogs. That makes sense.
For sure,
that makes,
dude.
That makes a lot of
For
sense.
sure. 100%. I would bet everything that was a Chinese
Slammer,
invention.
not jammer. It's a
It's a
slammer.
slammer, yeah.
Yeah, Trump's the slammer. You gotta
Yeah,
love what Trump's
dude.
up to, right, Gerbies?
What's that? Oh, with the England stuff?
Everything.
Yeah.
What's he up to right now?
Well, he was like, this guy's a stone cold loser about the mayor of London.
London.
Call him a loser.
Because they keep allowing like massive protests.
Oh, okay.
And it's also like, London, suck our fucking dicks, dude.
Yeah.
Don't tell us about government. You guys have had a king and queen.
Don't
forever.
make us rise up again,
Don't
dude.
make us fucking rise up.
Revolutionary War Part 2 would be ugly.
Oh, this time it would be real.
I'd be a loyalist. I'd be a
Ugly,
loyalist.
dude.
You would
Oh,
be a little Tory, dude.
You would be a Tory?
Right, man. No, of course not. But I do like the idea, though, of like royalty.
Did you follow the royal?
Being like brought to the royal court and like.
Do you like that?
No,
That
probably
makes
not.
my
Probably
Celtic
not.
blood
I think I'm
boil,
just saying that to
Yeah,
be silly.
We're Celts.
How dare you say
How
that
dare
to
you.
us, dude?
We're Highlanders, dude.
I take it back. I was
like
saying it to
loving,
be silly.
That's like
I-
that's like loving Hitler, dude.
Yeah,
it's
you
not like
love
loving
Hitler.
him. I don't
Damn,
love
dude. I can't
Half
believe
of
you
you loves
fucking
him.
microaggressed us.
I just wonder, really honestly, what I would have done I probably would have
What,
set
around
sail.
Hitler?
No, around the time of the Revolution. I'd have been like, "Ugh."
You would have been. It would have been. I mean, dude.
It'd be tough to be like, I'm
tough bet.
with the Patriots because it's like we're probably going to lose this thing. I'm
Yeah, but
going to hedge my bets and
You were
side
also
with, side
way
with the
more
king.
willing to die back then. Because it was like you were fucking freezing all winter, you were hot all summer, and then it was like, you know what?
Fuck it, dude.
Whatever. Fuck this.
Shane probably
Couldn't
knows
jerk
more
off
about this than I
ever.
do, but the 1776, the battles of the Revolutionary War,
Yeah.
unreal because they were getting pushed all the way back through New York.
Yeah.
I would have
And-
done good, I think, in Revolutionary Warfare because that was like,
Everybody did pretty well.
could
No,
take-
like literally no one got shot.
yeah, you could take it. You could literally. if
Those
someone-
battles also like I loved this. I loved the Civil War growing
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Then people were getting fucking killed.
I could have done.
Revolutionary War after like a major battle, they're like 2,000 casualties.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
That would be huge,
Yeah,
right?
that'd be a massive.
There's just a
the
lot
Civil
of
War,
guys
it was
being like, ah, fuck.
yeah. I mean, across the fucking board, everyone's just, Jesus Christ, that fucking hurt. We gotta
It's like
get
a
out of
father
here.
and son paintball trip.
Really? God damn it! Stop it!
all right.
All right.
Because you could, if you shot a musket from like center field, I could catch it at home plate with a catcher's mitt. No problem. I went to Revolutionary War camp, dude. I fucking. They told us that. You could
Interesting.
catch
Yeah, it's
a musket ball
fascinating, yeah.
from if they shot you from literally back in center field.
Yeah.
If you had a catcher's mitt, you could catch that thing. That's the level we're talking, dude.
Yeah.
They were basically throwing rocks at each other.
Fast rocks, though. Those rocks hurt if they caught you.
know.
If you got caught, that hurt.
You catch one in the head and get bludgeoned and get
Yeah.
like fucked up. They were like really sick slings, basically.
Yeah.
And they were just, that's, you know, you hit in the shin and be like, fuck! Ah! All right.
Yeah, those are some loud battlefields.
Oh,
just
yeah,
dudes
dude.
screaming, just like, Jesus Christ. God damn it. Yeah, I was always, because as a kid, the Civil War, I loved the Civil War.
Yeah.
So then people, I thought the Revolutionary War was fucking gay.
I was a big Rev head.
And then just because once somebody slid me the numbers, I was like, "Psst, take that back. Give me Gettysburg.
yeah, look at me get
Give me the
that.
fucking Civil War, dude.
That's after the bolt action rifle, right? When people could really like,
No.
were they front ended back then?
Yes.
They were still front ended.
A lot of the time.
Wow.
Yeah. But they started to, I don't know much about it. They started like spiral the rifle, like rifling.
Oh, yeah,
rifling
yeah.
started to come about.
Yep.
But yeah, exciting stuff. It was, some people will argue the Civil War was like the first modern war.
Where people started like the body
Yeah,
started stacking.
But yeah, like where it was industrialized.
yeah,
Like railroad, shit like that.
gotcha.
But
I'm a big
you know,
Rev War.
World War One.
The bayonets got real though.
I switched. Carlin put me onto World War One hard.
Yeah.
My uncle used to try to get me on the World War One tip. He'd be like, you gotta look it up. Those fucking planes
Says even better.
just dropping spikes into fucking trenches.
What about
They weren't
World?
even dropping bombs. They were literally dropping bricks.
What about World War?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They were throwing
really?
bricks at each other. Dude, the dog
Jesus,
fights, the
dude.
World War One like dog fights were guys with like pistols in the sky shooting at each other. It was retarded. It was retarded.
That's hilarious.
They would fly over a trench and just throw whatever they could.
just dump
They'd
the
be like,
trash.
throw
On,
some
they would just
fucking
dump
bricks.
the trash on people.
Yeah, dude. You get hit with a brick from up in the sky. That
Oh,
sucks.
Jesus, dude.
You'd be talking to someone, they just explode with a brick.
That fucking blows.
Well,
Yeah.
the if anybody has any interest, the Civil War documentary, that's the really famous one.
Burns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who narrates that, David McCullough, is a historian himself, and he wrote a book called 1776 and narrates it. It's on Audible. It's so good. And it's just basically about the first battles of the Revolutionary War and how, you know, Washington just gets pushed back from Staten Island to New York, then tries to escape out to Jersey.
Yeah.
And when you're listening to it, it's like, how did we win this thing?
Yeah.
'Cause they had to just get beat like crazy to start.
Just kept taking L's.
Yeah, and then
But that was like
the French came and like the
French hooked it up a little with like I guess Navy and shit like that.
Didn't we start doing some,
French
like,
helped us out.
guerrilla warfare and stuff too.
Yeah, that was the Swamp Fox down
Yeah,
in
dude.
South Kakalaki.
That's what I would have done from day one.
I think his name was Francis Marion. Swamp Fox. He's a good bull.
Showed us what was up.
Yeah, he started guerrilla warfaring them.
It must have been so funny when they're all standing in a straight line on their knees, like,
that's not fair.
what is this?
Gentlemen don't fight from the trees. Ouch! Ow! They're very ungentlemanly.
All right, you got me.
Yeah, that's
Someone got like a hard Charlie horse, and
I'm
it was
more
just
French
like,
and Indian over Revolutionary.
you like that one?
French and Indian's fucking sick.
That's when they
I
were
love
fu-
good colonial powers fighting it out.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
France versus England, just like fighting over like Ohio.
Yeah, I like that.
Sick.
That's so
And
funny.
you hire Indians to go fucking kill the other guys.
And that was a huge power up, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, being a French gentleman running into like some Iroquois,
Oh,
cutting your fucking head off.
that would suck.
Chocolate, please.
Let's go,
Yeah,
dude.
baby, Gerbies.
So anyway, so yeah, we were playing wiffle ball. I love wiffle ball.
Did Connor put any little pebbles in the ball?
No,
Did you ever see when someone gives you a little funny ball?
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
knuckleball.
you can throw a little. You can put a little something in the ball. A little sand
Dances
in the
on
ball.
you. Dances on you a little.
Yep, it'll drop down on you.
Was Okani pitching and you were just batting it out of the park?
well, we were switching.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
How many strikes? I'd love to see some shirtless strikes. Some shirtless wiffle ball strikes
Well,
in
I
the park.
can throw pretty accurate, but the problem is my technique is terrible. So I'm like working on it because I kind of like whip it from
Yeah.
my ear, my
You're
hands
a
on
wild,
my
you're a
ear,
wild thing.
as opposed to
Gotcha.
yeah.
You got a real tight release.
I do.
So who won?
There was no winning. There was no competition.
No contest.
Yeah, there was. If somebody went yard once, I'd be like,
I
all right.
did. I went yard. Chris didn't. Chris lost.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't make no contact, dude.
Yeah,
It could have been
low
my pitching.
contact.
It could have, to be fair to him, it could have been my pitching. So because at the end he started dialing him in. So I
You
could
were
just,
dealing though. There's nothing you could do about it. You were fucking. You were just.
What about frisbee? Who,
I did. So I in Little League.
You were picking your spots. You were fucking climbing the ladder.
throwing
on
them sinkers.
the
Jammed
first.
him. Jammed him.
The first.
Jammed him up a couple times. He was spinning, dude. You
Right
got some
after-
chin music. He got up to the plate a little too close. He said, "Back off. That's my plate." Gave him a little chin music. Put him in the dirt. He fell down. Adjusted his helmet. Got back up. You had a duel.
So
Damn. How were the chicks had to be flocking.
It was,
was
there
there a crowd of
nobody
women?
there?
Was there a
What?
crowd of women just openly masturbating around you guys?
When I was pitcher in Little League, so it was coach pitch and then the first kid pitch.
Yeah.
I was deadly. I made the Little League All-Star game.
Okay.
It did quite well. And then the next year, I just got lit up. And when you look at the footage of me throwing a ball, the reason I think I was so successful is I was accurate, but I was just throwing like a crescent moon because I was throwing them so slow. And everybody was kind of coming up very cocky.
You just send like a little catapult.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, what?
like-
I thought I was winging them. And then it's just like this, and it's just coming in.
You're like Rowan Gardner in Rookie of the Year. You're just floating it at the end.
I guess, yeah.
Great reference.
Yeah, you're just doing fucking javelin.
Yeah.
It's a nice little parabola.
And then what? You started trying to sling it in there, and you started getting rocked.
No. I think they just got, maybe. I mean,
Maybe the other team's got the footage. That happens a lot.
Oh, you think they study the tapes?
Usually year two, like if somebody has a good rookie
True.
season as a quarter, or like first half of the season, usually the tape gets out and defenses catch up.
Okay.
I think that's what happened to you in Little League. I think the other team started studying your film and
Yeah,
got a
they're like,
hold
all
of
right,
it.
we can hit this guy.
Yeah.
I can see that.
What do you think you were throwing? Like 20 miles an hour?
I think I was throwing 32 because at the vet they had the
the
thing
little
you could
thing.
check-
Yeah, but you were slinging it at the vet. You were trying to get velocity.
That's
So you're also catching some of that 9.8 meters per second squared with the way down.
Yeah,
That speed
perhaps,
of gravity. Yeah,
That's
that
how I would just dive over.
was- yeah,
the
you're
plate
catching
every
that
time I
gravity
showed
dip,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Wow, you were dive bombing. That's crazy you threw 32.
I could have been older when that was tested.
I mean, that's fast.
Is it fast? It's not fast.
32 is, it'd be difficult to throw that slow. It would be hard to throw that
if you
slow.
were throwing that shit in the fucking school zone, they'd write you a ticket.
True.
That's double the school zone speed limit. I can't throw a baseball to save my
You
life.
could throw more than 32.
Maybe 40.
Until you can throw Tommy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
How
play
fast can he
baseball.
throw?
You could probably hit, I mean, Tommy, 90.
You kidding? I played baseball forever.
Yeah, when did you stop?
When I was 17.
Yeah.
That fucking kills me.
I bet Tommy could hit 80s.
You think he'd
70s.
chuck in 80s?
I bet he could throw in the 70s, 80s.
Woo.
Yeah, he can fucking,
That's heat.
yeah.
Can you toss it up high and have it sink down on you, though?
No, he doesn't have the
He doesn't
pinpoint
have the touch.
accuracy. He doesn't have the Gerbies touch, dude. Damn, I can't believe you guys were fucking
You're out there
shirtless.
throwing touchdowns. dude.
Shirtless in the park throwing fucking wiffle ball.
Well,
back
how'd the
and forth.
frisbee go?
Frisbee was good. I mean, O'Connor, he played lacrosse, and so he's like very athletic. And
Yeah, those two definitely go hand in hand. When I see a lacrosse player, I'm like, what an athlete.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What an
he's
athlete.
got good speed.
No, O'Connor's definitely an athlete.
Yeah,
for sure.
you can tell the way he runs. So I was having trouble just
He's a
like
few inches
leading.
taller. He could have played a real sport. Could have played football, you know?
But it was great because I just like throw it as hard as I can and just run after it.
Really, you're fucking treating him like a dog.
Well, because we were working on my throwing technique and all this stuff.
How I can't. I can always curve the frizz. I can't get that thing to go straight.
Well, that's because it's a ladies' sport.
True.
It's ladies and evil hippie sport.
No.
That's the
Frisbee.
evil hippie sport of
Do you ever
kings.
see? Do you ever know people that play disc golf?
I do. Chris O'Connor, yeah.
Oh, Chris O'Connor's.
He's got some evil hippie in him.
Yeah, if you play
really
enough
does.
lax, you really can't help it.
He was at a
help
folk,
it.
If you play
folk
enough
music
lax.
festival. They're like the
Yeah.
pinnacle of evil hippie. You're right. They
No,
get fucking
no.
jacked.
The pinnacle. Oh, you're talking about lacrosse?
Lax bros.
You're running
They
a
do.
risk.
They do run the same.
It's definitely sex without a condom in terms of an evil hippie.
Well, that's sick.
Evil, yeah, it is fucking sick.
That's
Everyone
sick.
should do that. But
don't wear condoms or you're gay.
evil hippie empire. I mean, at its source is like disco biscuits. I mean, you could end up. Yeah, it's a gate. It's a portal for sure.
Yeah,
It's a portal. One of the many portals, actually.
that is an offshoot people don't talk about. That the
Lax evil
bros
hippies?
are evil hippies. They
Yeah.
pretend to be super chill, but there's a lot of date rape. A lot of fucking.
Yep.
They do get. I mean, it's very public that they're rapists,
True.
but
That's probably the most rape heavy sport is lacrosse.
I would argue football and
You think
basketball.
football and basketball?
Yeah,
That's true. I guess in the arena of sports, it's pretty well
football is
distributed.
yeah.
I just don't think Frisbee should get the bad rap that it does. Because to me, it's like I love catching pop-ups. And it's like catching a horizontal pop-up.
Sure.
You're like tracking the ball and like...
Yes.
And you
can
Yes.
move underneath it.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you're saying. I see what you're
And
saying.
this one, it's just like you run full speed tracking this thing.
I'd love to
catch
put
it.
together a montage of me just letting a frisbee sail past me, just being like, "Nah, I'm not catching that. I'm just not even coming near that. I'm not gonna run
That's so fucking
in
funny.
the park. What am I, sissy?
Shoes on or shoes off?
Shoes were on.
Okay.
It feels great, man. I was telling Shane when we got started, just like I've been playing sports. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not serious, golf and
Yeah.
this. It's
You've been
just
hitting.
like
You've been
hitting golf balls.
nice going to the range.
Yeah, they got one right there in Fairmount Park.
Damn.
What you hitting?
It was what?
What you hitting?
It's just like clubs. Like
go
I
to
use
the
Same.
irons.
clubs
What's your
off of-
yardage?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see that well. I think I hit all right.
Hits it so far you can't even fucking see it.
Ball just dematerializes. Did you ever try to hit the little fucking tractor?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ball
it's-
guys,
yeah.
of course.
It's the best.
You're like a real fucking. You're an athlete. Like a modern day
I just-
Jesse Owens, dude.
Yeah, it's just.
Little Jim Thorpe action. You can do it all. Frisbee, wiffle ball, golf, all these elite athlete sports.
Shit. What else you been up to?
Oh yeah, last time we got into it a little bit. You've been getting some head, getting some.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's tight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Love
I don't
getting
know.
head, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Head's-
you take forever to
head's
come
sick.
when you get head, or you like a...
I'm not a big head guy. Yeah, no, I'm not
I
that.
take forever to come off head. I wish I was a
Yeah.
guy who could nut faster off head.
Yeah, I think you gotta be kind of dumb.
Yeah, because once I'm
If you
getting
nut
head,
off a head
I'm-
real quick, you gotta be kind of stupid.
it's a lot like the feeling I get when I'm high is very similar to when I'm getting head.
Really?
I'm like, this feels good, but also I'm in my head the whole time about
Yeah,
like,
dude.
oh, I got a gross dick. I'm gross. This is feel
Really?
bad for her. Yeah, just get it in my own head. If I'm
Yeah.
getting my dicks hugged,
Yeah,
I feel bad for the person doing it.
is that right? Is
Typically,
your hygiene that bad?
no, great hygiene. I shower like twice a day.
Shane does
worried
shower
about?
a
I
lot.
shower constantly.
What are
Yeah.
you worried about then?
It's just, I don't know. I wouldn't
Catching a
want
glimpse of like your butt cheeks under your balls or something.
Yeah, it's not like There's a,
That's
what am I
true.
worried about? I don't know. It's taking too long. Now
Do you ever
she's-
get with a chick that doesn't like shave her like asshole?
Yeah.
Spy some
Oh, my
asshole
God.
hair?
Oh man, that takes you out of it.
The
Oh
shit
my
they
God,
hairy
worst shit
butt.
ever.
The shit they must see is like, ugh.
Oh, that under the sack.
Yeah, dude.
That is a war zone, dude. Those are like different types of pubes too. They like feel different.
like thorns.
They are. They are. Dude. They're prickly bushes, dude. Those
Yeah, I
fucking-
don't feel bad. I always just am like, I think it's taking too long.
Yeah,
And then
that's
I'm
all.
like-
Yeah, I don't like.
I
I'm
like
not.
like a second into it, I'm like, I'm gonna come. I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm not gonna come for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
like,
come for
I
another
think I could
20
come.
minutes.
I think I could. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's there's just I need that mental game. You know,
What do you mean?
like talking, or if she really
Oh yeah,
likes.
Gerbies is a fucking freak.
I
Dude.
know.
Yeah.
You like spitting and
Like it, yeah.
what else do you do? You spit?
I mean, if the person's into it, it depends on what the person's into.
Yeah, that's a tough one to risk.
Because
Just spitting on
True.
someone.
currently,
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
currently it's just a very vanilla sort of.
No, that's good. You need some vanilla sex.
Yeah.
That'll straighten you out. You'll stop playing touch butt in the park.
I wanted to play today, but
No, that's true. You got to slowly deal in a little bit.
yeah, some people.
I feel
aren't
like
into
the
that,
best portal to freakiness is just put a finger on her butthole and just
yeah,
see
that's,
what
you
she
gotta
does.
gauge the pulse.
That's a good. Yeah, that's the pulse, dude. That's the pulse of the freak.
but okay.
Just
Touch the butt.
Touch that little thing.
See what happens. And then next time you fug, maybe go a nail bed deep.
exactly, dude.
Then you go middle knuckle. Then you go
Yep.
4 fingers.
Then you bring a friend.
Then you slip. Come on, man.
And
You
keep
don't
your
think
boots on
the
the whole
dog's
time.
fucking?
Yeah, dude. Or just keep your boots on. Just be like, I'm gonna wear my boots. You cool with that?
Yeah, if you put work boots on and say, I'm about to go to work, ma'am. If you say, pardon me, ma'am, I'm about to go to work. This is men working. Put up a men at work sign. Next time you fuck, just bring an orange construction barrel and just roll it into the room and set it down. Turn the light on, the flashing light.
Put a parking gun.
Give her a
down.
hard hat. Yeah, this is a hard hat area, ma'am.
Oh. Some jackhammers going around.
Oh, have you dished out a jackhammer yet? Have you oil drilled a lady yet?
Well, yeah.
You love different positions.
Yeah, I'm all into that. But yeah, she's not into that. She's not into.
Of course, she's not.
Well, what do you
wants
mean? Of course, she's
no
not.
one wants the Gerb dog dropping the jackhammer on you. Why? You want me laying down, looking straight up at
Having
the
him
Gerb
drop
dog?
the jackhammer. He's gonna give me a jackhammer, dude.
Her impersonation. He gets his shoulders all squished together.
The gar? No, I wasn't mocking your shoulders. You're being,
But
Damn, dude.
Oh damn.
Wait,
I'm
have
so-
you pushed the freak issue? Because sometimes girls.
Yeah,
just-
not into it.
So you're like, listen.
Did you say, can I
rigid-
spit on your mouth?
Yeah. What'd you say?
We
You're
had
like,
had
listen-
discussions about this.
Did you go for anything and get turned down?
No, well, I mean, in the past, yes.
Let me tell you. Tell me what you went for.
Have you fish hooked her?
Give her the fish hook.
Have you been like, listen, you rigid fucking bitch, and fish hooked her? And she was like, I'm not into
No,
this.
I haven't fish hooked. That would you would need to.
I'll drop a fish hook. I'll risk a fish
I'll never
hook.
drop
I'll
a
risk
fish.
it. I won't
Really?
even ask. I'll
I
fucking
can
risk
only
it.
do double fish hooks, dude.
The old orthodontist.
Put some rubber bands in her mouth, dude. So you brought up the issue. You're like, look, I'm trying
I
to
don't
get
think you
free.
can really bring it up. I mean, you
Tony,
can.
you can't. And you never talk about any of this stuff.
Right.
You just one day she's on
Well,
top.
that's what
You
I'm saying.
just spread her butt out, and if you hear anything positive, touch her
You get some
butthole.
feedback.
Well, no.
If she
What I'm
goes,
saying, I've
no,
already gotten
stop.
this feedback. I feel like you're starting at a place where I know.
So you spread her butt. You spread cheeks.
I didn't spread cheeks, but it's like you just like
I'm
lightly
making him say shit. It's great.
Lightly-
He just picks up the. It's great. You're so funny.
I lightly put my hand on her neck, and then she moves my hand. You're like, all right,
Oh,
so
you're
it's
not
gonna
even
be
hand
tricky.
on the
Wait,
neck.
what's going on? Oh, you're talking about a little choke
Front
action.
of the neck.
Yeah.
I thought you were
you
talking
tried-
about good dad
No,
at church.
no, like
Good dad at church back
Have
in
you
the neck
tried
squeeze.
wearing a single glove before putting your hand on it?
no, I like it going so like on top, kissing, hand up there, doing some cradling,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
in.
What
just
cradling?
light-
Who are you cradling?
Head, face. I'm getting in there with the kissing the neck, what have you, on the side of
Ready to
the
give her the
Oh.
mandible, dude.
Dude, take a sock out. Break out a sock and put it on your hand.
Just give her a hard dead leg.
Yeah.
You start beating her up.
You should just beat the shit out of this lady.
No, of course not.
All right, so tell me some freaky things you've done in the past.
In the past?
Yeah, what's a
I mean,
weird
you already
fetish?
know them. You already know
I
them.
think I know
Just
them,
like,
but I don't want to say it because I don't want you to be.
I
I
just
don't,
like choke, slap, spit, and then a lot of dirty.
Did you ever get in a
talk.
vomit
Like,
play?
really into dirty talk. What?
Did you ever get in a vomit play?
No.
What about A&R?
A&R? What's that?
Adult nursing relationship?
Oh, no, not into that.
what about like
I don't like baby talk, man.
you like underwear?
I love underwear.
What do you do with underwear?
well,
Panty job?
Anything. Sure. What?
Did you ever get in a panty job?
A panty job?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. it has.
Wait, what's
that
that?
was like one of the hottest things that's ever happened.
What did you do?
Ooh, I never caught one of those. I've only watched.
Oh my god. There's this girl that I was dating. This was back when I was at my comedy peak,
Oh yeah.
and I was had all sorts of confidence. And
That's what it's about.
she was beautiful. And anyway, she was just in her panties, and like her panties were saturated.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Ew.
I can't even say it.
God.
So it's like
Damn,
her
Gerber.
panties were
You
very
got-
wet.
Our panties were saturated.
So you were
Ew.
like, look, I'm gonna
So
catch a panty job.
And I was trying to have unprotected sex with her.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
And so
Yeah,
You're at the
obviously.
height of your comedy career, dude.
Yeah.
she was on top and just like, giving me a panty job.
Is that just
Pussy job or whatever
dry
it is.
humping
Well,
That's
yeah,
when-
so she's just like
with your underwear?
Yeah, it's when
no,
you're
not
like,
mine, just hers.
Her under-
it's
yeah.
like outer course, but you're
it's
like,
like
between her and her
poking in
underwear,
every
and you're
once in a
just
while.
it's pretty tight.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
It's so
Pretty tight.
hot.
Probably caught a couple of those. I just didn't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
Panty job, yeah.
I told you that's one of the types of
Didn't they,
porn I'm
didn't they
really
stuff it
into.
in your mouth or something?
If you're lucky.
I haven't had that.
Oh, I thought you did.
I would like to stuff panties in somebody's mouth. Did it just get quiet in here? I think the air just shut off.
That was your
Yeah,
conscience.
the air
dude.
came on.
That was your mom gasping while she listens to this. Not my Steven. That's probably how you were
She knows.
conceived.
We think of a panty job.
Fanny. But yeah, that. Yeah, but I'm way more into the like dirty talk stuff. Like that's.
What type of stuff
Really?
do you say? Like, what do you say?
I'm gonna
But it
shit the
depends on
fucking
like
bed.
different.
I'm gonna go take a fucking upper decker.
I'm gonna shit the bed.
As soon as we're done, I'm gonna shit my pants. I fucking shit so bad. I have to fucking shit right now.
I'm gonna shit. Try to stop me.
You can't stop me from
Push it back
shitting.
in. You think someone could do that?
What shit in there? Well, I was
Block
just
of
gonna say
shit?
block of shit.
Yeah, little finger in the dike.
The conversation always moves to places that I always say. I feel like I'm finding like Inception into a place I didn't
All right.
know how it got there. Wait, I wanted to say
What
this
type
about
of things
panty
do you
jobs.
say? We'll go to the panty jobs in a second. Give me some dirty talk.
No, but I've already
type
given
of
you
thing
dirty
would you
talk
say?
on this program. I've already just
I
listened
forget
to
it.
But it also depends on the.
What do you like to say? Like, yeah, whose pussy is this?
Well, it depends though on the
Have
type
you
of
said
person.
that?
It's tailored dirty talk because
Hey,
some
bro.
women are like very turned off by the word pussy.
Yeah, especially when someone says pussy. Some women are turned off by the word pussy. Oh, do you like that? I'm right in your pussy. I'm so deep inside your pussy. How many poozies have you been inside? My penis is so hard. I'm right inside your pussy. I have to shit so bad. I'm gonna shit in your pussy.
Well, when did I say I'm gonna shit so bad? Where did that come from?
Well, it hurts because of my hemorrhoids, but I'm still gonna shit all over your pussy.
I'll tell you what, it really is a turnoff.
What?
Well, I once had a hemorrhoid and I was
When she
trying to have
catches a
sex.
glimpse.
No, I just remember it's before I started using preparation H or anything. So it's
You can
very
smell that shit too.
You can
Smell
smell
it?
the creams, not your hands.
No, she had this thing. She was this person was the one with a hairy asshole. and
She has
so-
the nerve to judge your hemorrhoid.
No, she wasn't judging anything. She wasn't even looking. I
She had
just
like a- she
felt
had a
gross.
fucking asshole
I
like a
didn't feel
Fraggle.
sexy.
Sorry, go
You
ahead.
didn't feel sexy.
I didn't feel sexy.
Yeah,
So I was laying there.
but sometimes you do feel sexy.
Yeah, definitely.
You were feeling sexy in those fucking home videos you were making on YouTube.
Dude, sexy as fuck.
That home improvement video.
I love
Oh
it,
my
dude.
god! Did
I
we
love
make
it.
fun of you for that yet?
You can make fun of me all you want. I just hung another light fixture.
Did you film yourself in different outfits, like leaning sexually,
No, I filmed it over different times, over different periods,
with different scarves on?
different scarves on.
Hold on, what were you about to say? You had hemorrhoids.
Home
This chick had
improvement is
hairy-
it's a good thing.
It's very nice.
I was just trying to film some shit.
You were trying to get some
don't- look.
poozy off of it.
You do you, man.
What? What are you,
You're
man?
telling me that wasn't a poozy grab?
Are you fucking crazy?
You're
I'm
telling
like, well, I
me-
woke up. Look at that. If I that's how you think I'm trying to get
Do you
pussy.
think that's him trying to get pussy? Dude?
That wasn't a thirst trap.
You're an
You
idiot.
weren't trying to get poozy.
You're a dude.
I'll run the
it's-
tape. I'll run the tape right
Run
now.
it right now.
I believe at the end of it, with dim lighting, you leaning on like a bed, you said, "I feel sexy."
Yeah, I felt sexy as fuck. It's funny. You honestly, this
You
is the
think
thing I
Shane's
know.
turned on by
Shane
your home
does not
improvement?
get my sense of humor.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
He's out
anyway,
here attacking you.
what did I want to say? I totally forgot. Oh yes,
This chick had the hairiest asshole you've ever seen, and you had a hemorrhoid.
yes. Are you gonna play it?
No.
Okay. Well,
So this is
anyway.
like just a bramble of fucking ass hair.
Yeah, it was.
Hell.
It was just. It was gross.
She's like a Rottweiler with little
And
stuff.
not my phrasing, but there was a 10% poop smell out of it, and that's just like the worst.
Hold on. You said a 10% poop smell?
Yeah, it's a David James.
It's pretty fucking
Yeah.
funny.
10% poop coming out of her bush.
10% poop smell.
Her ass.
Have you ever
bush.
had that?
Yeah, there's been times where I've been.
We talked about the pussy. That's when you smell dick, booty, and pussy.
Yeah.
You smell pussy.
Dude, especially when you're hitting it from behind.
Yeah.
You got a fucking gaping hole in front of you.
Yep.
You can catch some.
You've already given it the best of your Nintendo.
You've
thumb,
already
dude.
opened it up.
You hit it with you're hitting A B button on it, dude. You got the D pad. You're fucking getting pure Nintendo thumbs on it. If I'm doggy style, I'm Sega Genesis the whole time. Just
You're not even thrusting. You're just only.
I'm
You just
hitting
put it
Mortal
in.
Kombat fatalities, dude. I'm back B. Kano rip out the heart. So you got a bad shit smell coming out.
Yeah. I don't know
You
what we
power
were
through
talking
that.
about
You got to
though.
power through it.
Yeah, that's not gonna
I've
stop
never
me.
ever cared.
I'll tie a shirt around my face. Like I'm an Antifa.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I mean, that was not good.
Did you jizz?
No.
Oh, the butt smell got you out of the
And
jizz.
me feeling unsexy from having hemorrhoids and it just you know
Yeah.
not having any relief from that. I just remember it was just like my pants were down, like I left my boxers, just like I just felt gross.
It's like having sex with a shitty ass. I've had sex with shitty ass
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Whew, it's tough.
Yeah, a lot of times morning sex involves some shitty ass.
Yeah, and you
gross,
gotta like not move too
like a
fast.
sweaty butt.
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
It's pretty gross.
So, Gerb Dogs, were you talking dirty while the shit smell hit you? Were you like, oh yeah,
not with her. No,
Really.
not into the dirty talk?
no,
So the hairy butt lady, you sound like you don't like her that much.
no. It's not that I don't. Well,
Could you get into like plucking that?
I
as punishment?
regretted some certain things I did there, but I don't really want to get into it because it's just not even entertaining.
I hear you.
It's just like
You don't want to get into it because you don't want it on record, or
it's not that.
well, then I'd like to hear it.
No, it's just boring. Like we just go down this hole, and then I gotta try and like, you know what it is? It's that I'm gonna have to explain my thought process, and I don't even really know it.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Let's try to explore that. What happened?
I just wasn't into it.
That happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I guess that was it.
because of the butt.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah,
A hairy butt will take you right
And
out.
that
Of
It
it.
was
little
a
bit of that
two-butt
odor.
it was a two-butt tragedy.
yeah.
Shit
It
ass,
just- I
hemorrhoid
don't
ass.
think we clicked as well, and then I still tried to, you know, like have sex with her, and then I felt bad. I don't like doing the breakup thing.
Yeah.
Like when somebody's more into me, I hate that
Yeah, I'd rather get dumped. Said that 100 times.
because it's just like I just hate.
Yeah, I mean it's basically being like, you know, I'd prefer never to talk to you ever again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like I've seen your life.
right, and it's like no, you're a cool person,
I just don't ever want to see you ever again.
right?
Yeah, it's tough
Yeah,
that's a tough
yeah.
thing to
This
express.
is real hard.
It's like, you know, we've been hanging out every day. Let's stop that forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to see you anymore.
Remember, let's go back into like the ether of strangerdom from whence we came and
Yeah.
just fucking. It's pretty weird.
It is. Yeah.
I got a whole motherfucking ex-wife.
That's fucking wild.
Isn't
you just,
it?
dude, you
Yeah.
just fucking get sucked back out into like Jumanji, dude. You just
You
never
got a
see them
whole
again. It's-
motherfucking
I got a whole
ex-wife. She's a
motherfucking
whole
ex-wife,
ass
dude.
ex-wife.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you just fucking.
You
When
fought-
did that
you-
decision happen? Who said it? Who
Me.
said, hey?
It was like I don't know, relatively fast after getting married. I was like, oh, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, well, that was that
Stewed-
time.
Stewed on it for another
That
year.
one story that's great is me and I think it was Caitlin fighting,
Yeah, dude.
and then
You
you
got a
you and your bae were with us.
We had been on
Yeah.
we had been on a rocky road for a while, and Shane and his ex were fighting, and you know we're like driving home. She was just like, "My God, you see them like they're fighting?" And like I'm like half cocked. I'm like driving her car, and I was just like, "Yeah, well we're fucking next." I was like, "You think that's bad?" And I said something like,
Oh my god! Yeah.
You think that's bad? I'm fucking. We're worse than that." I said something
It
like
was
that.
great.
I'm like, you think they're? She said something like, I don't know if they're gonna make it, and I was like, do you think they're not gonna make it? I was like, I don't think we're gonna fucking make it. She was like,
Did you have a moment before you said that where you're like, "Here we go"?
no, that's
No,
the
that
thing.
was just
Oh,
come
okay,
out.
okay.
This
Those
was just
come
like
out.
I'll like bury stuff in my. I can be in a relationship I don't want to be in for like years, and just be like, fuck, this is bad. I shouldn't. And I'm like, nah, it's fine. And then
Yeah,
like,
you
I'll-
remember the good times?
yeah, then you
Right,
bring it
yeah.
up, and then they're like, what? And you're like, no,
Yeah.
sorry. Don't
That's-
forget I ever said that. Like another year goes by, and finally it was just bottled up, and I was like, I think she had been kind of like a bit of, she was being like a mean bae the whole time there.
I didn't think she was, but
Really?
I,
Maybe
did,
it was just
I
me.
would have remembered getting that vibe. and
Really?
I did not.
I was probably just hypersensitive to it.
Perhaps.
So I was
I don't
just-
even remember me and my bae fighting.
You guys probably weren't even fighting.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Well, I mean, her being like, they're probably not going to last was.
Yeah.
I mean, the writing was on the wall on that one. It's like she doesn't even live in the same city. And I
yeah.
just moved out. That was like right when I moved out.
Yeah.
I had lived with her, and then I was like, I'm going to go do comedy. See ya.
Bye.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Bye.
Dude,
Yeah.
breaking up
Yeah, it
is the
sucks.
worst. Divorcing too. Once you have like a big party and you have all this legal shit binding you, it's like, oh Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's just
Throw
embarrassing.
kids into the mix.
Oh my god, it's just got to be. Yeah.
I can't even imagine with kids.
Pulling the trigger on like a 4-kid family, getting a divorce.
Because that's the weird thing. Though.
kudos,
It's like
dude.
when you're sitting there thinking,
True.
I'm
Good
gonna
for you.
end this, and then you're like, when do I do it?
There's never a good time because there's always a holiday. There's their birthday.
Yeah,
It's
there's always
like,
plans.
There's always something.
They always
around
have
that.
like a
That's why they have
vacation.
fucking holidays, dude.
True.
It's always a fucking holiday. Like, oh, it's fucking Memorial Day. I gotta wait.
Yeah.
It's like, you just gotta rip it, dude.
We
You
had-
gotta wait for their birthday, really.
We had Notre
You gotta
Dame.
hit them with a birthday surprise.
When me and my ex broke up, we had Notre Dame, Michigan
Yep.
planned.
Yep.
I ended up just me and No Contact hitting the road together.
That's what you gotta
Replaced
do.
my bitch with No Contact. Had a great weekend.
You gotta do, dude.
Yeah, man.
Pop the shirts off, dude. Get
Yeah,
out there.
We popped shirts off for big
sure.
time. O'Connie popped his shirt off.
He's
That was
ready,
when
He
dude.
pops it off very
it
quick.
was
I
when
like
he-
it.
It's when
Yeah.
he ran into that dark wizard, dude. That old wizard almost got him at that Notre Dame
Oh
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
O'Connor almost got molested. Well, look, I don't want to blame O'Connie, but
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah.
popping your shirt off and scrambling around like that.
Yeah, it can't be. And he's scurry again. He does scurry. He loves scurrying around. If you get him in a crowd, he is bouncing around, dude. It's so funny to watch. Seriously, next time you're with him in a crowd, somehow,
he moves.
It's so funny because
He
he's a
jukes
little
and
guy
jives.
and he just is
He's booming and bumping all the
bobbing
time.
through the trees.
Yeah, dude.
It's great.
Damn, dude. Gerby,
Gerb dog.
what a fucking glorious rise from the ashes. And you were still great last week.
Yeah, you were
What
great.
a glorious fucking rise, dude. I knew you couldn't be kept down.
I was worried, man. I'm sure you were too. That's
Did you text
Well,
Gerby
it's
afterwards?
yeah.
Me too.
Oh, no, well, yeah, but it's more just like I felt really. What?
What? Oh no, what?
You didn't text it. He texted it. I don't know.
I thought I called you.
Oh, yeah, maybe you did. I don't know. I don't remember anything. But the
Oh.
whatever. There's so many. For the listener, there's so many times I say something like, I wish I would have said it. You can't say anything around Shane. You can't even you can't do this and then look away. Like, the fuck was that? Trying to look sexy? You're trying to fuck with this guy?
Oh man, that trying to look sexy thing hurt.
I gotta. What did hurt? Now I want to take it down because
Oh,
you're making
take
fun
it
of me.
down.
Oh no,
No
I
way,
was just
dude.
kidding.
No fucking way.
It
You
was a
gotta,
cool
you
video.
gotta, dude.
That's-
If you
it
start
was funny.
questioning
My
your
brother
instinct,
really liked it.
if
It
you
was
start
funny.
You
questioning,
need to make more of that.
if you start questioning your instinct, you have to go with your instinct.
Yeah, your
But-
instinct was good. I watched the video. I thought it was funny.
You gotta let it rip, dude. At all times.
Well,
Otherwise, you're creating a
anyway,
false
I
persona.
tried. I don't like it, but I tried it, and that's that. Maybe I'll take it down. Who knows?
What?
But
You don't like what?
No,
thought
like
the
I tried
video was
making a
good.
video like that because I thought, I wanted to try and produce more content.
You should.
So then I was like, I'll just videotape myself doing this project. That's got to be funny because I'm afraid of electricity and shit.
Sure.
And
It
I
was
did
funny, and your
Yeah.
dad came in and did it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's,
no.
that was the joke. It was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. But technically, I did it. He told me what to do, and then I just hung one.
Did you do it hot or did you turn the breaker
I
off?
turned the breaker off.
What? I work hot on electric, bro.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
120
me too.
volts. You're not gonna get a household
man.
120, bro. I eat that.
Man, you're so much fucking cooler than
You
me.
can, dude. You can touch the
You
out.
suck
Take,
his dick, dude.
take the outlet out. You can touch that screw, bro. It just like in your head just goes, meh, and you let go. It's not gonna hurt you. 120 is not gonna get. If you're an old lady, it could hang you
I've
up.
been shocked by a couple outlets. They do hurt.
Nah, I've
They
done it
scare
100
you,
times.
dude.
I've like held them, and I'm like, what the fuck? And you let go, and you're like, ugh.
Really?
Oh man, you are.
I have a lot of electricity in
I
my
should have
body.
called
though.
you the other day because my cousin threw the breaker, and then I was looking at the wires.
You were fucking with the panel.
No, he threw the breaker because I was
Oh,
going
he
to
turned
change
it
out
off,
the
yeah.
fixture, and so I'm just like looking at the black wire. And I'm just like, it's off? But of course it's
You have a
off.
ticker?
Yeah.
No, I don't have it. Check.
Dude,
I ordered one,
My
but it was just
friends,
like,
my friend's grandfather, like their whole families are all electricians. They used to just lick their finger and touch it and go, bzz, and they'd be like, all right, it's on. They didn't even have tickers back then.
I love when people
Fucking
do
crazy,
stuff like
dude.
that.
Yeah, I'm terrified of that.
Nah, if you get in the commercial realm, that shit'll fuck you up. But
Yeah.
I cut the power on a whole commercial building one time.
We talked about that last.
Yeah, bro.
It's hilarious.
I cut the power. I
Fried a
blew it
server.
out. No. I'm talking about I was doing electrical work, and you do like you're demoing the wires. I think it's like 220 or something. It's like 120 in houses, and I think 240 or something.
110 and 220. Yeah.
There's 120 volts in a house.
Oh, is there? I thought it was
Shit,
110.
bro. Shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of I think you're thinking of the Romex wire.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking the Romex, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The there's the yellow Romex and the white Romex and the.
No,
No,
I
you're
was
thinking
probably
of,
confusing.
You're thinking
it
of 10 2, 12 2, 12 14.
No, I was probably
3.
thinking because it's 220 to go to like
You were
a
thinking-
dryer. So I just figured it was like half of that for.
I think it's 220 120. I think you're right. It's we're both right. We're half
Okay,
right.
right,
So it's
right.
220
Well,
120.
you're completely right.
120 volts for sure. 120 household. You can get hung up on it though.
Okay.
You can get hung up on 120.
I've been hung up.
You can get hung up on it. People used to get electrocuted by their stoves. If something trips and the whole stove electrifies, you get an old lady who would catch up on the stove and bug zapper, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, I cut. It was a building with like they had like a plastic surgeon in there. They had all kinds of shit. And they told me the stuff was off. And I had these big loppers, and I'm just they weren't insulated. I'm just fucking snapping wires. And one guy was like, "Hey, let me get that." So I had these little handheld ones. So you had to cut half at a time. I cut the one half, and I see this blue arc still traveling between where I cut. And I was like, I went to the foreman. I'm like, "Yeah, you sure this shit's off?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, everything's off." And I was like,
Oh no.
there's like a voltage going through here." He's like, "Ah, it's probably just left over." Which doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, took
Like
the
it's
hand
water in a
loppers.
hose?
Luckily, these were insulated snippers. Poof, dude, they like when you hit it, they blow them out of your hand. They take a chunk of the metal out. When you blow up a wire, it blows up the cutters. Dude, we lost power in this whole fucking building, and the guy was like,
Fuck.
"Dude, get up there." And that never happened. You never saw that. And yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
Wow.
you
They went
do
out in
need
the
to
middle
know-
of a procedure.
this
Someone was
is
having
where,
plastic
like,
surgery,
you-
lost power.
What?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking bad.
What happened to them?
I think they must have had some sort of backup service or something that kicked
Yeah, you
on.
have
Like,
to have generators.
it was like 10. It kicked on like a few minutes later. But yeah, it was like.
oh my god, someone was
yeah,
going
man.
through surgery?
Some sort of. They must have been having some sort of procedure. I don't know. Because they came up, they were mad. The plastic surgery place was like nip tuck got up here and was like some hot doctor was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, am I going to finish this lady's tits? There's sweet tits being operated on, son.
But yeah, that was terrifying. If I had those big loppers, I would have. If I wasn't
Dude, that's like
insulated,
a lawsuit. I know everyone's
would've-
going to call me a Jew here, but that's a lawsuit. The foreman tells you to do something.
Who's everyone?
Gentile code, dude. Yeah, you get banished if I were to sue this guy. I've been kicked out of the Gentile network.
Yeah, I don't. Electricity is terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm like a Jay on Sabbath, dude.
Really,
At
stay
all
away.
times. I respect every day. Every day is Sabbath. I do not fuck with electricity at all.
You might be like a high priest then,
I'm very high.
for sure.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I've been shocked a couple times, and
What'd
it's
you
not
get
for
shocked
me.
on?
Just fucking outlets.
How?
I was like a fucking dumb kid.
Stick a little paperclip
All
in
the
there?
time, dude. I loved outlets. I loved outlets. I remember I was at a gym. I was at a basketball gym. I just stuck something in there. It just fucking hurt, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit hurts.
I don't know.
Maybe it's more scary than painful.
I think
but-
it's literally more of like a shock. It's
Yeah.
scary. It doesn't really hurt that bad. Maybe
or
catch
like any of those things. Like when somebody puts like a gag, like
Oh, the hand
any
buzzer?
shock, I fucking hate.
dude. I was working. When we were doing demolition, we were working for Philadelphia Management, and there was like this electrical company. The electricians get laid off a lot, so
Yeah.
like they'll come if they get laid off, they'll come around and try to like start like stealing like scrap and shit. So there was this service. They like discontinued the one service. This was like I don't even know what this thing was. It was like the service to like a 7-story building, however many 13,000 volt, whatever it was. It was big. Although it's not the volts that get you, it's the amps. But keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
true.
But the so this guy there's shit called bus bars, like that copper. Instead of wiring, it's just like straight copper metal that'll run instead of a wire. It's on like in big industrial shit. This union electrician was out of work and he thought he would take some of the bus bar and he thought it was dead. So he went up and fucking touched 13,000 volt, whatever the shit was. Went flying, dude. Somehow he didn't die. He went flying, dude. Multiple feet. Shot him across, and he got up and scurried out and ran away. Killed the power of the whole building. They had to bring in generators.
I watch a lot of those on Live Leak.
Yeah, it's
dudes
crazy,
in
bro.
industrial getting electrocuted is terrifying.
They go flying.
There's one video of these dudes like carrying like a like almost like scaffolding, like
Mm-hmm.
a metal, like a big metal thing, like 4 different dudes carrying each leg of this thing, and it hits a power line while they're carrying it, and all 4 of them are fucking stuck to it because the electricity.
Oh,
they're
they're
all
hung
just
up on it,
dead.
yeah.
Like
Oh, they died.
Yeah, they all fucking.
When you
it's
work with
so
someone in
scary.
electric, you're supposed to have someone with a piece of wood, like a 2x4 on you. Because then if they get hung up, you can just nudge them with a piece of wood, or you hit them on the head and knock them out, and then they let go.
Whoa.
Yeah, that way the wood doesn't travel and get you. You're supposed to keep a 2x. I used to work with people, and I was just a helper, so I had to hold a 2x4.
Knock someone the fuck
You're
out.
supposed to pop them on the head or just push them off of it. Because it won't travel through the wood.
Can you imagine having to like knock somebody out to save their life?
Yeah,
You're
dude.
just swinging
Crack
this-
him in the head, dude.
Speaking of knockouts, how about the fucking King Lad? Did you see that?
No, I missed that. What happened?
Fat Lad knocked out Joshua.
What?
This is, dude, what a fight. The heavyweight champ is now a fucking King Lad. He lords over us.
Oh, dude.
I saw something about
That's
it on Twitter.
It's
glorious,
so fun.
dude.
Wait till
Running-
you see this guy. He's like sloppy fat,
I mean, dude.
and he fought Joshua, who's like sculpted,
Just like a fucking-
jacked black dude.
If Lad took him down.
Lad went to
I
town
mean,
on
if
him.
I could choose to be reincarnated into any body in life, it would be a lad returning to Mexico after winning the belt. That's
King
like,
Lad, not even yeah, but we're talking Mexican heavyweight. I don't think they've ever. Do they
damn,
even
dude.
have those?
No.
There are no Mexican heavyweights.
Nah, dude.
This guy is the king heavyweight, dude.
God, this must have been like fucking whatchamacallit?
This is like El Rocky, dude.
No, this is like the reincarnated king of like the Aztecs.
It really is.
It's like
Wait till
Queso. It's like Quetzalcoatl return, dude, in
It
Mexico.
really is. He's got like a skinny neck too, which is hilarious. He
What?
looks like a normal fat dude.
He just fucked this
awesome.
guy
And
up.
then when you
was
see
like
Joshua,
did he
it's
catch a
like-
punch or was he owning him the whole time?
He got fucking leveled in
Sound-
the third round, and then he gets up after getting like pretty.
He's
like,
got that
would've knocked-
lad head though.
He's got the
dude.
lad chin, dude. The chin of a lad is like Nate Diaz has it, where you literally have to kill them.
Yeah, dude. It's like a
'Cause it-
stone sculpture.
It's like their boxing, like Mexican boxing is like take one to give two.
Oh yeah,
It's like
man.
you come in expecting to get fucking popped.
Yeah, you got that fucking Eastern Eye on the head, dude. You can take
Fucking
They got hard ass fucking heads. I would not want to bump heads with a lad.
Ruiz has like fat tits, dude. This guy rules.
I saw the picture of him. Damn, I can't wait to catch that. That's gonna be awesome.
It is really fun to watch, dude. The Destroyer,
God damn, dude, that guy's fucking ripped.
Whoa.
the guy he fought, yeah,
Oh my
the guy he
god.
fought was supposed to be the like they were gonna have him fight Deontay Wilder, who's also
That was a guy who tried to fight.
Ruiz with the suck in on the way in, dude.
Oh my
so
god,
sick,
dude. Deontay Wilder was a guy who wanted to fight the
Who did fight that guy?
Oh,
Charlie Z.
Charlie Z.
He went and beat up Charlie Z. Charlie Z ran away and was like, I still won.
He did win.
And I was making fun of Deontay Wilder because then he fought Tyson Fury, who's a retarded British guy.
Fuck.
Deontay Wilder's 0-2 versus retarded guys.
Really?
Charlie Z got him. Charlie Z tagged him.
You think Wilder hit a couple gravity bongs?
Wilder ran into, yeah, dude. He's gotten that Gerbies tip, dude. He's definitely afraid of retarded people.
He fought back, dude.
Not afraid of retarded.
Bro, look at that guy. How
That's-
great is that?
that's fucking
How great
awesome,
is that?
man.
The king.
I'm gonna go
lad,
home
dude.
and I'm gonna watch that fight.
Joshua quits. He doesn't get knocked
You know
out.
how hard, you know how hard it is? That fucking fat guys that can like punch you.
He goes to his own corner and stands there.
'Cause-
And like he gets up after a knockdown and stands in his corner with like his arms on the rope, and the ref's like, "You can't do that. Like, come on, this isn't a rest. Like, get up." And Joshua just stands there, like looks at his own corner, and the ref waves it, and he's like, "What? How could you do that? You just
Stop,
screwed me."
dude.
And it's like, you quit,
Dude,
bro.
so if you have someone with a fat arm punching you, they swing their arm, and then all that arm fat's just cocking
hit
back.
twice, dude.
And then you hit, and the arm fat goes and sends it through you.
This is aftershock.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an earthquake,
It's like
dude.
boom, boom.
Yeah, it's a fat earthquake.
Woo.
The
He was getting seismic activity, dude, hitting his head. He was like, "Fuck this."
that was lad activity, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
So fun to watch. Watching a good lad win.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Nate Diaz has a fight coming up. Can't wait.
Who's
He's
he
fighting
fighting?
Pettis. It's gonna be a
Who's
good
Pettis?
fucking I don't know
Pederast?
some other lad.
What?
Yeah, lad on lad violence, dude.
Shit, dude.
I told you I listened to that Nate Diaz Tony Hinchcliffe interview.
No,
He did
it's
Tony Hinchcliffe's podcast. You have to listen to it.
gotta
I
be
mean,
so fucking funny.
yeah, the Nate Diaz stories are just so good.
He's getting paid off his CBD endorsement now.
Yeah, he's the king.
That company's getting bought or something.
Yeah, he just posted that yesterday on his Instagram story.
That's fucking
I'm a
tight.
big Nate Diaz guy.
I'm stoked on that.
But he
dude.
does this interview with Hinchcliffe, and he tells a story about doing the Ultimate Fighter. It's so great.
That's gotta be hilarious.
He's like, I just was gonna do it to get like my medicals because it's like all free. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm not going to go to some house. And because his older brother, Nick Diaz, was like, he's like, we watched it together. We made fun of these fucking guys. Like, fuck these guys.
Oh, that's so
He's like, then
funny.
I got there and I was like, fuck it. I'll just tap all these fucking dudes at training and then I'll fucking dip out. So then he's like, then I went through and fucking tapped all those motherfuckers and I was like, fuck it, I'm out. And then they named our first opponent. So I was like, I got to stay and fight him. I don't want them to think I like fucking ducked, dude. Like, fuck that. Right. So then he goes and beats the first guy and they named the next opponent. He just had to keep staying. And then he won.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
And the best part is he's like after training and like dinner, everybody just go home and go to sleep. And I'm like, fuck that. Like 10 p.m., like that's when the homeboys come through. Like I'll crack open a beer and chill till like, and the cameraman had to stay awake with me. So he would stay up till like 5 by himself drinking on the couch. The cameraman just
Did
had
the
to sit
homeboys
there.
ever come through?
The homeboys did not come through the house.
All he could do is assemble homies figurines around him.
He had to sit around and like, I thought the homies come over. Like around 10, that's when
Is that
we
what
start-
homies figurines are for? The
Homies-
homies don't come through?
Homies when they don't come through, you set them up and light candles. You light Jesus candles. And the saints. You pray to the saints for your homies. Yeah, but Nate Diaz is, I mean, just showing
Oh,
up.
he's fantastic,
Showing up
dude.
to the Ultimate Fighter, the house, and just being like, I'll just fuck all these guys up.
Yeah.
And then leave.
I'm like, I gotta stay. This is bullshit.
And then he's like, and they take your phone. So like, he didn't have his phone, so he couldn't leave. He like didn't know how to leave.
That's so
He
funny.
was just stuck there until he won, and then he got to go home.
That's hilarious. Fuck.
Yeah, baby.
That's what's up. Gerbs.
Gerb's
You
dog.
motherfucking
I would have no idea what to say in a room of those brothers.
Ultimate Fighters or the Diaz,
Diaz
brothers?
brothers? I would just
Diaz
talk
brothers.
shit. Like, I'll fuck you guys. You just have to talk shit to them
You
right
can't.
away.
If you talk shit, they'll have to
they'll
fight you.
they'll play like uncle on you. You just have to call mercy on them.
Oh my god.
If you're like, you fucking play, I'll kick your fucking ass. They would just laugh at you. They'd be like, all right, dude. And then they'd hit you with one quick move and be like, all right, uncle.
Oh my god! If they hit you with just a dead arm or a
Big
dead
T.O.,
leg,
you have to
you'd
say
cry.
T.O. You'd have to say
cry.
T.O.
You'd
Oh,
have
if
to
he
hide-
hit you?
You'd have to hide crying. If you got a
dude.
dead arm,
You get a contusion. If he hit you, you'd have like a bone bruise. That would suck.
oh, it would be so bad like to pretend not to be crying around them.
You'd basically just be like 9 again and have your older cousin hit you.
oh,
Did you ever get hit by like an older male cousin
Yes.
who's like 9 years older than
my
you? And
fucking
you're just like,
thick ass sister used to
yeah,
wail
or
on
a
me.
thick. That's like having a thick sister hitting you, dude.
Or
we
your
would-
dad.
we
Just
would-
my dad would give me dead arms and dead legs all the
Yeah,
time.
Man, that fucking sucks.
Oof.
We would box. We used to. My like older cousins would make us all box each other, and it was so fucking. Someone would always leave crying. Like you were like
Yeah.
every now and again you have to box your like older cousin who's like 5 years older than you, and he was fucking like hit you, and it wasn't fun at all. It
Oh
sucked.
fuck.
Yeah, dude. We used to play fucking run the bases where like we ran back and forth, and my older cousins just had like various sports balls and threw
Try to
them at
peg
us.
you.
They just threw like footballs. You ever have someone throw a football at you?
Oh, it's the worst.
Fucking kills, dude.
I got one time I was going into the lift, like just team lifting,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the upperclassmen threw a football and hit me right in the face. Hit me right in the fucking face.
kills.
And I responded, I was just like, "You're a fucking asshole." Like, trying not to cry from getting hit. I got hit like in the nose with a
Yeah.
spiral. That
Plus,
shit
a
killed.
spiral, like your
yeah.
eyes kind of have to like
Oh.
fixate on like what is this thing?
Didn't even
It's
see
like,
it.
ugh.
Didn't even see it coming. Like I was
dude.
head down walking.
Your head was just ringing, your nose
Yeah.
was what? That
Oh.
sucks.
And then you're all of a sudden in enormous pain.
Yeah.
Oh, and a
It's such a
humiliation of
bizarre
it all
feeling.
too. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Everyone's
humiliation.
laughing. You're like trying to figure out what happened. And you just want to cry.
Yeah, man, that's
Dude, every time I struck out in baseball, I had to like go hide so I didn't
Hard
cry.
not to cry.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude.
striking out in baseball is hard not to
See
cry.
your parents in the thing, and you're like,
Oh my god.
Did I tell you guys I tore my hammy on this podcast? Did I talk about that?
what?
I was in a kickball league. And,
Oh, dude, you went down.
yeah. And
In a kickball league, like a fun kickball league, like a co-ed drinking.
yeah.
Oh, you tore a hammy there.
fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Around the sniz, you were trying to get sniz there.
Yeah. That was the sole goal.
Oh,
of
for sure.
Joining that
Did you
league
join with friends or solo?
with one friend?
Everyone's trying to come and co-ed. That's the point of co-ed sports.
Yeah.
Co-ed sports are
Touch each
they
other.
bother me so much.
That's to like touch each other
It really is.
for sure.
I'm thinking about doing it again.
Yo,
Like now that I like sports.
yeah, dude.
You're gonna tear another hammy.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so what happened was the first day we went out, the other team had like uniforms and cleats,
Yeah.
and so then I got cleats for the next one, and I hadn't run in cleats for a while, so I was up to bat, and then I basically bunted to the third.
Yeah, I could have imagined you laying down a bunt.
Wait, how do you bunt kickball?
Technically,
What do you just hold your knee out when the ball comes?
you can't bunt. Technically, you can't.
Nice
bunt,
inside
right?
of the foot.
But
Inside of the foot, bunt down the line.
Give it the heel.
yes. But if you foul out, if you have 3 fouls, you're out. So I had
Okay.
2 fouls. So I was like, I just need to get this in play, and then I could beat it out down first.
Yeah, you can dig
So I
it
gave
out. You got
like-
the cleats on, so they know you can dig it out.
Right.
Bust down that chalk line.
A little bit more than a bunt. I push it, to third. And I take a huge step to first, and then the cleat, grabs. And I just go.
You dug it
James
out too
Brown.
hard.
Yeah. And then it just ripped, and I just
Oh
fell
my
out. And I was like, ah!
Oh, fuck.
Screaming.
Got injured on a bunt?
And then everyone was like, they knew that I did comedy, so they thought I was doing a joke or something. I don't know what they thought. And my
What?
friend had to come and kind of like,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
It was really humiliating.
Damn, the hot
Fuck.
guys on your team definitely laughed with the hot chicks. When you left over a beer, just like, oh.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes a while to come back, and then I was at that time I was in this modern dance class at Drexel, just like try because it was like 2 credits, and it was a fit in for me to graduate.
Sucks.
And I was on crutches, and she still had me like do movements in the back of the class. This is stupid.
That's so fucking funny.
You're a dancer. You're a dancer for sure.
I love dancing, just not modern dance. I fucking hate
What's
that.
modern dance?
It's literally it's like
too urban.
interpretive and like
See, that's what I'm into.
it's like yoga movements. What?
Yeah, I'm into that.
No, you're not.
Interpretive dance. I love interpretive dance.
That's because you believe in God and he doesn't.
True.
Oh yeah, I did want to have this debate.
I know. That's
What?
why- yeah.
What's that?
You like that segue?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
good one. I also had this other piece of news I thought was potential fodder for whatever. But
What news you got?
it came out that the Russians had like a plan to create a black revolt in the U.S.
Oh
me
yeah.
too. You don't think
Blacktivist,
we've
bro.
covered that?
Oh, you covered it?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
all
I haven't been
It's
listening.
blacktivist,
recently.
bro.
Okay, damn it.
Yeah,
that old thing that came out about their geopolitics about the
Okay.
U.S. Is
Okay.
that what that article's
I
about?
guess it was about a week ago. It came
Yeah.
out. I was gonna,
Yep. That must have been funny though, like some Russian guy like trying to be like a cool black dude. That must have been tough. They probably had to do a lot of studying or
I
something.
guess, yeah.
How do you think? What do you think they were watching?
You probably got to just like have like a KGB guy hit up 2 Chainz. Like, we need to pick your brain.
All right.
What is cool? What do the blacks think is cool? Why do you dress like idiots? Is it funny to dress like an idiot? Is that cool? Your pants are too low. There's no point for this. Why do you dress like an idiot? Yeah, I mean, seeing a black person, like a cool dressed black person to a foreigner must be just like, what the fuck?
Dude, I was
It just
I-
they get to you wear whatever you want. You dress like assholes.
I went out I went out Saturday, a little brunch. I was whatchamacallit? I was a token white guy situation. Hanging out, having a good old time, but they're like, so I'm sitting there and I knew it was my girlfriend's friend and her boyfriend. We've all hung out like a bunch of times. And then her cousin came by, dude, with his girlfriend. And this dude rolled up with like, he just had like, I guess like some boat shorts on, like a button down, like cool designs. But he had like fucking like chains. He had like 2 gold chains and like a gold watch. And in my head, I got like self-conscious of the fact that I had like no gold on. I was like, I took a quick like inventory of my gear and I was like, Walmart shirt, Target shorts. And I was like,
This guy was flossing.
this guy is fucking like literally like, I was like, I need to get some precious metals, dude.
Yeah, I hear you.
I was like legitimately for a second worried. I'm like, is my fucking girlfriend entranced by his fucking gold right now?
The gold will
But-
trick a fucking bay in a heartbeat.
That's what I was, it was funny though, but he remember he brought like everyone was like there drinking. He brought like a real small bottle of liquor.
Oh.
I was dying. I saw it once he pulled it out of the freezer. I was like, ah.
What type? What was the bottle?
Tito's.
Tito's.
It was like a fifth of Tito's. You ever like Tito's comes in that 750.
yeah.
Then there's like a smaller size. It's not like the personal airport bottle.
Yeah.
It's like the next one up. It was so small. And they were just pouring
Like
like,
a
little
12 ounce,
little
like
little half shots, dude. He brought like a Budweiser full of vodka. Dude, it was so fun. I was dying watching it. That was funny to me.
It
But
is
he had
funny, though,
tons
how-
of gold on. He had
I
gold.
was thinking about this. Speaking of Budweiser, they do those like while I was driving, I was thinking about this. Somebody else's smoke alarm, not ours this time.
Hell yeah, nice.
Nice.
What the
It's
fuck?
just constant fires. It's someone else's smoke alarm, probably upstairs.
Yeah, probably.
The like Anheuser-Busch was doing that like pro immigrants commercial.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
all these companies are doing like We love immigrants. We love being gay. Being gay is awesome.
Being gay rules.
Hey, ladies, it's your choice. Get a fucking abortion. Try this. Beer. Like shit like that.
We've been destroying
I just-
babies since
I just want
1847.
One company to come out pro build a wall.
You think
Just
so?
like build a fucking wall. Jaguar. Build a fucking wall.
Or just have some guy like, you see it red line. He's like, comes up. Some guy tries to like get through, and he's like, hello, ice. Jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah, I just want one company to come out just
that'd be
full
so
fucking
fucking
like
funny.
being gay is bad. Tasty cakes.
Yeah, I wonder why it never happens.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some.
Because there's no one's gonna stop buying tasty cakes because like they're like
Yeah, no fat
being gay
idiots gonna
rules.
stop
They're
buying
like,
cakes.
no, it doesn't. God damn it, I'll still buy them.
Yeah, that's Chick-fil-A's thing. They're like, we're not open Sundays. Also, we don't like gay marriage.
Yeah,
That,
But
come
it
on.
is interesting that they're not advertising it, whereas
True.
like the other.
Whereas
the other
Anheuser-Busch
brands,
is suddenly like,
This
this
is our
company was
political position.
founded by immigrants.
I think it's because you're not. I think if they were to like, if Chick-fil-A were to come out and be like, "Are you fucking gay?" Like that's like, hey, they would get in trouble.
You
Yeah,
better not be fucking gay.
yeah, they would get in trouble.
Get
for
a
that.
sandwich.
They would get in trouble for that.
Yeah, or if you were pro the president in an ad,
True.
that'd be a huge problem.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Everybody
no one's
would
going to risk it. That'd be so funny.
Start crying. I know that's what I was
Surprised
thinking.
like Caterpillar hasn't done it yet.
No, I think like Lumber 84. Is that what it is? Lumber
84 did it.
84 did a pro anti-Trump. They were anti-Trump, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, they also might be tied in with like the unions and stuff. The
Probably.
Unions are pretty anti-Trump.
Good, dude. Roll them up.
What,
We're
roll
not
up the unions?
socialists, dude. Fuck unions.
Nah, bust
No
them up.
commies here. Bust those
them up,
boys
dude.
up.
Heard that. Heard
Gerb,
that.
you love unions.
No, I'm not. No.
Dude, I got into
What?
Dude, Jays hate unions, right? Although I thought Jays were Bolsheviks and Bolsheviks loved unions. This whole thing's confused. Dude,
Yeah,
being a bigot is tough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. From what I've understood of that argument, that the Jews push
little playing little both sides.
Bolshevism to create social unrest, to then swoop, or at least that's the way I understand the
Playing both sides. Little.
yeah.
The
Nice.
Jays are using that Russian playbook of just like make them fight each other. We don't even have to fight them.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would be more opposed
proxy
to
warfare.
unions. The little that I know about it, but just that it doesn't allow for a lot of error correction sometimes.
Yeah. They were good when they
Like,
came
it's
out.
really hard to get rid of bad stuff that's going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know shit about unions.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, man. They were good back in the day, back when like people had to work like 14 hours. And
Yeah.
You're like,
You're
your
right,
kid-
right. It was like a
Yeah,
necessary
they're like,
thing.
Why
to,
didn't your fucking 11-year-old show up for work today? And you're like, sorry.
Well, I'm gonna rape your wife.
Yeah, so they came out, they were good, and like all other human organizations, they fall into a state of moral
Speaking
entropy.
of human organizations, what do you
Yeah.
think about organized religion?
Not a fan, bro.
Oh, we both agree on that, huh?
Not a
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
of organized
Gerbies
religion.
hates religion.
I don't hate religion.
You do hate God.
I don't hate God.
Well,
So-
he doesn't exist, so there's nothing to hate.
Okay, so I think I'll state my idea here, which is that
Tell you what God doesn't like: panty jobs. All those dirty games you've been playing.
God
You're gonna
loves
have to-
panty jobs.
you're gonna have to
if there's
answer-
a God, that's what
Yeah,
he's
for
getting
sure.
every night.
You're gonna
he's
have to
getting a panty
answer.
job.
God doesn't have sex. What are you, stupid?
True that. He's not
He
gay,
only
but he
fucked
doesn't have
once,
sex. He
and
doesn't
he
have
had-
sex, but he's not asexual.
Yeah,
He fucked
he's
once.
straight,
Exactly.
but he doesn't fuck.
He only fucks as much as he needs to.
God's definitely straight.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
So state your position?
Well, my position is that it, appeals to the supernatural is what I reject, and the reason for that, okay, and that could come in different forms.
Only you had the power to reject it, but go on.
What do you mean?
It's inbuilt in you. It's like like sea turtles when they get laid in the sand,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they come out and they gotta do a mad dash to the ocean before they're scared of all the predatory birds. They come out ingrained. You could take a baby turtle and paint a picture of a hawk and just like dangle it over its head, and it'll like try to take cover and hide from it.
Okay,
It's
so
born.
what's
It's an inborn thing that you can't escape.
so?
If you take that energy out of what you call God, you just put that same energy in another thing, and you just
But you're saying so the idea that there's an ingrained thing in me that I can't escape. But I think we do escape that constantly. We kick away the evolutionary ladder insofar as using protection when we have sex.
No.
you can
there's-
believe in God and use condom. What are you talking about?
No, because your argument is that there's an ingrained thing in me that I can't escape.
Yes.
That my genes have given me a mental state that I'm unable to.
You will deify one thing or the other, yes.
No, wait. Don't go to the deify thing. I just want to disagree with the premise.
What's the premise?
That my genes are going to cause me to think certain things, and I can't escape that.
Can I say
Yes.
something in this?
Go ahead.
Because you made Matt's argument with your condom argument.
Go ahead.
Because he's saying you have in your condom argument is that you want to fill up a vagina with cum. So you're taking that energy away and you're just filling up a condom with cum.
Exactly.
That's all he's saying with religion. Like, you want to believe in God, you want to come in a pussy, and then you're like, I want to take that energy somewhere else. You end up just nutting in a fucking condom.
No.
That's very good.
There's
bro.
other impulses that people have had throughout history that we no longer do.
Like what?
Like burning cats for fun.
What? People still do that constantly.
Not in this country.
Fucking Avery did it in Making a Murder. Tossed a
Yep.
fucking cat into
There's
a bonfire.
definitely a cat.
Not
Get
to
this
not
party
to the
started.
extent. I mean,
You
we
wanna
have
get a
to
party
agree
started?
that the extent of cat burning parties is lower. That there are human behaviors that we decide to change.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
And
fair
you
enough.
think religion, not necessarily religion, but believing in God has been in every single culture, in every, like, what are you talking about?
well, of course it has, but there's all different.
Cat
gods.
burning wasn't.
There's all different types of gods.
Exactly.
that they
It's
believe in.
built in. It's built into the human structure. It's come out.
The supernatural.
Same types of gods and god figures have spread across all the civilizations with their
Well-
own spin on them. That's why people think it's an inbuilt mechanism coming from like the substratum of your perception. This is being you're thinking on a conscious level, but you're not like thinking about the stuff that's occurring below that. That's where it's popping up to your conscious thoughts.
Okay. So
So now you worship Mars.
if you're saying
You went from worshiping the sun is stupid. I worship Mars.
I don't claim to worship.
You dirty
those
bitch! I'm about to
things.
shit.
I lost my train of thought there. I guess the general idea here, though, that you can't escape this idea of like you're saying it has to be a deity, and what I'm saying is that you can escape ideas like that. That's actually what makes humans so unique.
What about instincts?
It's that we try to come up with explanations for reality, okay, that no other animal does. And so it makes sense that we would come up with the idea of a deity, and all different types of cultures would come up with their different forms because you're trying to explain what's going on. But then around, we now realize that good explanations and bad explanations differ in particular ways. Like, good explanations are hard to vary, bad explanations are easy to vary. And one of the reasons that the supernatural or appeals to God is bad is because you can vary it, as it has been done with Poseidon or this god or any different type of god. And in general, my problem is when you appeal to the supernatural, and this could also be, it doesn't have to be religious, it can be scientists do this, when they would say, there are some things we'll never understand. Right, so there's an appeal to a supernatural thing, that there's things that we'll never understand. That you're essentially putting a bubble around human knowledge. So it's like the Truman Show, where there's just this limit. And then the problem with that is that everybody is going to claim to have hit that limit at some point.
Yeah.
And if they're in power, then you're in trouble. That's the end of progress.
Sure.
And so that's again where I would say that my position is I just reject appeals to the supernatural.
That's that's fair enough. But anyone, you could say that, but there's also, you can reject appeals to the supremely objective.
Sure. Can you clarify what supremely objective would mean?
Just being like it's science. This is proven by science. But at some level, it does break down and just kind of.
Yeah. I think
Subject
that's
of human error.
I think that's a bad way of going about it. That people do nowadays. That they're like, that yeah. That they think philosophy's dead, and they think science is this thing
Exactly.
that is like infallible. When really the whole thing of it is that it's fallible. But yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's a new religion. That's all.
okay.
Can't get away from it.
Scientism is a thing.
Yeah.
And I agree with that, but that's not my position.
You're OG Popper.
Yeah.
You're Popper.
Yeah.
That's sick. What do you think about that, Shane?
I don't know. I think the Vatican has some good scientists.
Well, I can't
I think
move you
they're
on this
busting.
position
Why?
Because it's the same thing. It's that the Vatican claims certain truth. It claims a final answer about the world. It knows where the edge of that bubble is.
I think those scientists would tell you they don't.
Okay.
I think
that's
they'd be
great
very
if they
open
can-
that they don't.
Okay.
What about Tommy Aquini?
Tommy Aquini will prove
a good boy,
He'll
dude.
fucking come down. Look, I'm just saying, we got half a J in here trying to tell us God's dead. Very Bolshevik.
I'm not trying to say God's dead.
Let's look at the cultures that haven't had God. How are they doing?
Well, I don't think
They're
that's
not
fair.
chilling.
What's
They're
that?
not chilling, dude.
Well, I don't think that's fair to
They
say
are
that.
not chill.
I mean, we have the separation of church and state here, and we're doing pretty
Do
good.
we?
Yeah.
One nation under what?
That was added when we were fighting the communism. Or
You're
was that on
goddamn
the,
right,
on the
dude.
money? On the money?
All the Jays were trying to be like, God's not real. God's dead. Yes, yes, yes.
Communism, but again, communism is another example of somebody claiming to know certain truth about the world. It said, how do you organize political and economic institutions? This way. It's perfect. You cannot challenge it. And then, of course, what happens, right? Because they'd say, this is going to lead to a utopia.
Yeah.
If you want to challenge utopia, you're getting in the way of it. So then what do they do to you?
Kill you.
They kill you, or they put you in a work camp.
So
there's appeals to certain truth or final knowledge is what I'm just
for
very-
sure, 100%.
Right.
And that's I push back against science doing that. But you're right. Here's my question. I know you did an immigration talk.
Yeah.
What was your overall stance on immigration?
Well, that's changed recently. And
Keep them out.
David Deutsch, I thought, made a great point about this.
What did Deutsch say about it?
He said that, well, he would agree with the general idea that we want to create as many Western minds as possible. And immigration is
Oh,
a
this is where you
great...
get dangerous.
This is the
He wants
immigration
to
is
Hellenize the world.
best way to do it. But critically, we can't hate ourselves. So in the West, we cannot be so self-loathing lest we're not able to convince people of like the
Force them to
benefits of this
assimilate.
culture. Not force, but they do it on their own.
Here's my so have you fucked with the like global poverty numbers?
No.
It's like I think 3 billion people are in like less than $2 a day,
Okay.
and I think another 2 are in like lad poverty. So the majority of the world's like super poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to westernize all of them and they were to live like the United States and the westerns, the world would explode. There's no way the world can handle everyone living like that.
Well, why do you say that?
Dude, if everyone was like generating as much trash as us all throughout, we have 3 billion people who are primarily responsible for like a ton of the pollution.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to triple the population of people who live like us, we'd be
If
fucked.
Indians started podcasting, dude.
Yeah.
So here,
There'd be too many fucking
here's why
podcasts.
Here's where I would disagree with that, just philosophically.
Sure.
Which is that locks in our current state of knowledge and then just runs the clock forward with population and wealth growth. But the whole thing is that you don't know, you can't predict future knowledge. And so people have done this a lot. Thomas Malthus was the first.
Yeah.
And then this other guy, I forget, in the 70s, he wrote a book called The Population Bomb. I think it was Ehrlich. And he said, there's no way we're going to feed all these people.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally just, there's going to be mass starvation and death. And then Norman Borlaug was a scientist that figured out how to create a genetically modified wheat crop.
Yeah.
And it turned India from a place that was going to have massive death to a net exporter of wheat in like a decade.
And net exporter of DMs.
Yeah.
Looking for they got that fucking gluten and wanted to see some bobs.
Got some
dude.
gluten. They need the bobs. Well,
And so what I'm saying is
also, I think you weren't trying to. You're not saying that they need to be westernized in consumer,
Sure, yeah.
like consuming shit. They need to be westernized in the white man's way of thinking, which is what Steve wants them to do.
And so
Be
I'm
like,
just gonna
hey,
ignore
rape's
that. I'm
bad.
just gonna
Stop
ignore that.
DMing for bobs.
But the thing is
Women
that
deserve equal rights. All the white man's thoughts.
Dude, white men hate women.
3
No, white
billion-
men freed
Hate
women.
women, dude.
Yeah, well,
The 3 billion westernized minds coming on board would be the greatest thing to ever happen on the planet because all the problems that you are articulating would probably be solved by them. The only thing that we know in this universe that's capable of solving problems is humans, and we know how that happens is through trial and error correction. And there are cultures that explicitly inhibit that through corruption, through
like Islam.
yeah.
You're a Sam Harris guy. You hate Islam.
What about the fact
don't
that we
hate
don't have
Islam.
like
I don't
electric
think he
cars?
does either, but I hate theocratic monarchs. Yeah.
I love Islam, and you just said you loved monarchs, so
Yeah.
you're a real
But I did say I was
flip-flopper.
being silly when I
You're
said
a real
that. I did say
flip-flopper.
that.
I love monarchs.
Wow.
No, I was like, I
Playing
think
both
I'd be
sides.
a loyalist.
Hold
Give
on,
me a
so
good
what-
sheik. Give me a good sultan.
What the hell was I going to say?
And let me just clarify: it doesn't guarantee that we would solve that problem, but we can. And problems are inevitable, so we want as many.
No, that's what I stand, dude. I'm just saying, in order to do that, you'd have to get rid of like the oil money, put in all clean energy. In order to actually do that, you'd have to have total clean energy.
And
otherwise, winter's coming. Someone hit me. Did you ever see? There's a video with gumdrops, and the guy does jars showing like the population.
Yeah,
dude, winter is fucking coming.
Yeah, that's why we need to build the wall. There's gonna be the walking lads, dude.
Also, too, if you just let 5 billion, even just say 3, extreme poverty, if they just disintegrate for like decades, the diseases and shit coming out of that are going to be horrific.
That's why we need to make them as wealthy as possible. So
but under the current system of wealth, the world would explode. Unless we go full solar, full everything.
Agreed, but we can.
Let's do it, Gerbs.
Okay.
Bust it out.
Oh, it takes getting as many people working on the problem as possible.
Yeah, but it's not happening.
Well, that's where we want to inspire our culture to understand what makes it great.
Again,
so that there's not so much self-loathing.
You're trying to make America great again.
Because it's still, I'm trying to make America great still. Or whatever it is.
So you just have like a high mind, but you're still like a white supremacist. You just say it better.
You sure David Deutsch isn't David Duke?
Yeah.
I don't know any white supremacist that would still want more immigrants here.
You want more immigrants to act white.
It's not
you
white.
Want immigrants to
pull it's Western.
What?
Just like
hard
you want immigrants like globalists aren't Jews.
Yeah, it's
the same
not
thing,
white.
dude.
You want immigrants to pull their pants up.
It's not.
You want the immigrants to pull their pants
are
up, take off those flashy shirts.
Western minds of all colors and races.
Yeah, I mean that's what the Proud Boys say. Yeah, like everybody can be a Proud Boy. They're Western chauvinists.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the Proud Boys say or stand for.
You
I know
would
what I
crush
do.
with them.
Oh, okay.
You're espousing their beliefs.
I don't think that they would want more immigrants here.
They do.
Okay.
They do?
Yeah, Proud Boys love immigrants if they start acting white. They start acting Western European. That's the only thought that matters.
Well, let me ask you this: like, so would you want somebody here that was like, that told you there's certain things you couldn't say, or told you there's certain things
you mean like
23-year-old white chicks?
Person I encounter
here exactly
with Western thought?
No, that's them not using Western thought. That's them self-loathing. That's a self-loathing.
So everyone I run into,
yeah, it's bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
So we need to get these 23-year-old white. We need to get rid of 23-year-old white chicks.
We need to expel them.
They would actually do fantastic over there.
They would love
under like
the Middle
autocratic
East.
rule.
It is. It's really upsetting to see when you see that, because there is an incredible thing going on here that it's still like in London. Not that I'm taking Trump's position here, but London has the things where they're like, "What? I don't."
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
What's that? London has a thing where they're call police if somebody says something that offends you. It's like that's a real thing that's going around.
How do the cops?
It's like that one guy got arrested because he taught a.
He called you a daffy cunt, didn't he? Is that
It's
it?
really it's nuts.
Somebody
It's
called the
bananas.
bobbies. Someone just called me a daft cunt.
And then that guy from Monty Python recently was like, "This isn't London." And everybody's like, "Racist," and he's like, "No, it's like the culture."
Someone called me a fucking gabby cow. I said, I ain't no fucking gabby cow. Call the bobbies.
Dude, calling the police because someone called your name must be so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Can it be anything, or you just can't like
It's probably mostly against packies.
use slurs?
They fucking talk shit on packies.
I didn't know that was a bad word, dude.
A packy?
I said that one time. Someone goes, "Whoa, easy." I'm like, I thought that's
That's probably me.
I think I said it on you. I was like, yeah, because the one guy I knew was from Ireland. He was like, "Oh, my neighbor's a fucking packy," and I was like, "That's a cool name for people from Pakistan." I said it to you one time. You're like, "Ooh."
Yeah, you got chill. Don't do it.
I didn't know.
No, it's not a bit. It
Sounds kind of nice. Like, hey,
fucking packy. Yeah, until you're fucking some Irish dude screaming at a Muslim
True.
dude from like Jordan's face.
True. Yeah,
You fucking packy.
so what kind of stuff can you get in trouble for in London?
Definitely being racist against Muslims.
Is it just racist, or if you're
right?
like,
I'm not just making that up.
No,
Right.
I mean, a fucking comedian in like Canada got arrested. Like, there's some free speech issues that that the Proud Boys like Steve are fighting against, and that's
I'm not
good.
a Proud Boy. But
Well, see,
Gavin just bowed down. They are leaderless right now. They're like the Mongolians, dude. After the
not
Khan
a
died.
Proud Boy.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I know you're not
I know.
disavowing the Proud Boys, but you are. And what do you think about that? Like, like we're programmed to be like Proud Boys are bad. Proud Boys are definitely bad. None of us have done the research. We just know what
No, that
everyone's
that's,
screaming
Someone
at us
called
is
me a
telling
Proud
us.
Boy because I didn't jerk off for like 3 days. And were you a fucking Proud Boy? I'm like, dude.
That's one of their tenets.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, dude?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? You're totally right. I think that, and maybe that's not fair, that position I'm taking. It's just that I think that this is the only way I'm rationalizing in my head, is that this general idea is so important, I think, that if it's going to be immediately associated with something that other people associate with racism, even if that's wrong, I'm just like, okay.
That's what this
let me try
school.
and back
That's what
away
this
from that.
thought brings. If you say like Western culture is superior,
Right.
that's interpreted immediately as racist.
As racism, I know, and it's
So no matter how you slice it, no matter how you try to get that message out, it's always going to be like fucking racist.
right. So I what I should need to stop saying is Western culture. It's just like
Yeah, just call it what it is. White.
it's not white. It's not white.
Call it enlightenment thinking.
Oh, so you want everyone to start thinking like the black people that live here?
Dude, there's people
yeah,
of
that'd be
all
sick.
different races.
That'd be tight.
I can name you. Want me to start naming black people that think like this? Kmele. I don't know. I follow him on Twitter. I don't actually follow him on Twitter, but I see his tweets.
You don't
Like
even know how
Coleman
to say his
Hughes, Coleman Hughes, John McWhorter, Glenn Lowry. I mean, there's tons of
you like
black-
Glenn?
McWhorter and Lowry, dude.
You like Glenn?
Glenn Lowry.
They're two good boys,
They're
dude.
great.
They're what?
Two good boys, dude. Glenn and
They're the
McWhorter.
good boys. Yeah, all right.
They're
I see
good
what you
boys.
racist. You dog
Did
whistlers.
you ever watch them?
They're fantastic.
Good boys, dude.
And then,
boys.
They're good boys.
so
Their podcast is
there's
nice.
a lot. Yeah, it's not just it's
Spud
not
loves
white thought.
McWhorter and Lowry.
Yeah, there's. I mean, there's a couple of them popping around. Mostly
See, look,
honkies.
I hear you. I see you guys.
Evaluate the idea.
I see you
regardless
guys
of-
talking. I
yeah.
see. I'm watching you guys, and I'm like, I hear you, dude. America rules, but it's like it needs to buck off the whole entire system. Full solar, full everything.
You're
Universal
totally
they should do
right
universal
about
basic
that.
income, single payer system.
Nah, Cole.
No, do you know what they're bringing back though? Apparently, in West Virginia, they came up with they found the minerals that they make cell phones with. They're about to fire the
Oh,
mines back up
nice.
in West Virginia. The boys are about to go back underground.
Boys are going
dude.
back in.
That's what I heard. Could
They've
be
been
propaganda. But yeah, apparently they found some of that shit down there in West
They've been
Virginia.
chomping at the bit to get back in those mines. That must be so fun down there.
They
That
probably
they want
people
that.
from West Virginia probably die and turn into like cell phone material.
Honestly, all that fucking
enough
like
bones and shit
all that
down
like
there.
Monster Energy drink and fucking fast food fuses into your bones. They're like, we can catch a signal off this guy's fucking femur.
I went on a date with a Chinese woman, and
What happened?
Did you tell her that
I
Eastern thought
fucked
sucks?
that up so bad.
How?
That was more the Coach Corey Wayne shit I did wrong.
What?
God
I
damn it, Coach
did-
Corey.
Oh,
no,
you
no,
can't apply
he's
that.
good. I love Coach Corey Wayne.
What did you do? Oh, you didn't do the Coach Corey
I did
Wayne
none
stuff.
of it. Yeah,
What did you
right.
do with the Chinese?
Over pursued, and then like I got into this thing where she was gonna be like not available for a month. So then I was like trying to push. I was just like, I think I like you more than you like me.
No.
And
Oh. Gerbies dried my pussy up.
Yeah.
because I was like, dude, I had no fucking clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, she was really cool. And what happened with her though is in China, in order to
Oh, she was full from China.
yeah.
Damn.
And she
Damn, that'd
she
been
wanted to
nice,
be a
babe.
mathematician
You
so
thought-
bad.
you thought that
Be
girl's
a
butt stung?
mathematician?
She wanted to be a mathematician, and she was like really
Wait,
good at it.
This Asian was good at math?
So she's really good at it, and that's what she wanted to be. But in her province, you have to take a test.
Yeah.
And only the people that scored like the top 10 out of this massive province
Yeah.
go to the school for math that she wanted to go
Good.
to. Okay? She scored 11th, and then so she got assigned to study
It's actually pronounced Eleventh.
English literature.
What?
So she had to study Shakespeare, and then what she did was
Oh, that's probably
she
the-
applied to Temple to get in there and on like for Shakespeare something or other, and then switched to math while she was at Temple.
Good for her.
Hold on,
And she-
real quick. Speaking of Shakespeare, I watched fucking the Deadwood movie last night.
How was
You guys
that?
watch Deadwood?
No,
Is it a movie or I thought it was a show?
They just came out with the movie based off the show that ended. They
Wasn't that-
fucking speak like dickheads the whole time.
Really? Like
I
what?
watched the fucking series and I forgot. Like I watched the first like 2 or 3, maybe the first season,
Yeah.
and I totally forgot that they literally speak like it's a Shakespearean play.
Wasn't Deadwood based off
I
Rome?
can't follow that.
It is
It's
it's
Wild
something
West,
like
but
that.
they based it off of Rome. He wrote a show about Rome, and they rejected it, and he just made them all cowboys, and they were like, brilliant.
Yeah, but again,
I swear to God.
it's
This looks
Cowboys
so Hollywood.
speaking.
Hello.
No, not British, but the way they talk, like
Doff.
shot I've been. Like it's so
Oh, it's like
fucking
Shakespeare
retarded. And then they're
language?
like cocksucker. Like they throw in like hard like cunt you are. I must go. Like it's just fucking
That
retarded.
sucks, dude.
It sucks so bad.
We didn't win the Revolutionary War to
did
be
not win
subjected
to start-
Cowboys talking like fucking pussies, dude.
And like I'm watching this. and
Dost thou?
the person I was watching it with was like, maybe that's how they talked back then. I was like, these people were retarded back then. These people they couldn't speak.
Yeah, dude.
4 people in that town could read.
Yeah.
None of them were. No, anyway.
Yeah, that's
Back to
fucking
this
bullshit.
Chinese you were getting with.
Yeah, no. That's
She
really interesting.
became-
It just reminded me.
She became a mathematician.
Yeah,
They made her study Shakespeare.
Right.
Did she know her Shakespeare?
a little bit. She hated it.
Oh,
You know how hard it'd be to fucking read that shit if you're...
to be or not to be? That's a question. That's a very good question. Are you being or not?
Dude, that must have been so hard for her to put her math... Because she probably still got knocked it out of the park, but if she has like a math brain, she
Yeah.
had dedicated her math brain
Exactly.
to Shakespeare. Ooh,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, certainly America is not perfect,
a lot of L's in Shakespeare.
but to
Yeah.
have a place
Fella.
where you are not maximizing people's...
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Oh, yeah, where you're just forcing people to do the bullshit.
Yeah. It's just like, all right,
Yeah.
they missed out on that. That mine, there's another one gone from that stupid...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened to me in school.
Yeah.
I got forced into some fucking bullshit, dude. School in general.
Yeah.
I should have been out doing other stuff.
See,
dude.
like the American school system.
No, I think I'm becoming more concerned about that, especially as like my niece and nephew get older, and they're learning on their own, and then they're gonna go sit in a class and be forced to listen to stuff that they don't care about. I just think it's like,
Man,
ugh.
our school
Yeah.
system sucks. Religion sucks. Our government sucks. You
I
just,
don't say
you just
suck.
know
What-
everything.
What did I say? Government
You just
sucks.
know everything. You
I don't
better
know
than
I
anything.
hate big government.
No, I don't know anything.
You know so much more than whatever got us to this exact point, including religion, the school system, this.
Well, I
government.
haven't meant to come off that way. If I'm
Yeah.
coming off
School
that
system
way,
sucks, dude. I hate the
School system rocks, dude.
I hate
love
the school. You love public school
I love
system?
school. I never went to public. Well, I did go to public school. I was a poor for a while, and then I upgraded
Bucked out
to
to
poor Catholic.
Hell yeah.
Poor Catholic school.
Classy.
Went to Catholic school.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
classy.
baby. Very classy. A lot of poors running around in my
Dude,
school.
I
our-
guess technically I'm not Jewish because my mom was Catholic. She converted.
She converted to Catholicism.
No, to Judaism.
What?
She converted to J.
Yeah.
And your dad's a J.
Yeah.
All right, so you're full J.
I think you had to be
I
born.
think your mom
like-
has to be a J.
Right.
But if she converted, then you're a J.
Oh, okay, good.
Trust
Well,
me, when the time
yes,
comes for me
Gentile-
to call what you are not, you're J.
Now you have some Gentile blood flowing around you. Damn, I can't believe you trapped your mom. Switched to give you the
Must
old
been that
switcheroo.
good dick, dude.
I mean, Jewish church probably rules.
I think it's the worst one.
Catholic mass is the easiest thing to poach people out of.
Yeah.
If once you did a little, she's like, all right, fuck it, I'll do
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit.
I don't think they do that though.
What?
I think that's
Nobody plays an
think-
accordion at Jewish church?
I think Jewish church, you just sit in like a quiet room and you just hear people like breathe heavy out of their big noses.
There's a double headset where it's like a mic for each nostril. And what do they do over there? They definitely talk.
Well,
They speak in fucking. What's it like over at the GOG, dude?
right.
What's
So-
the GOG? You ever been to the GOG?
Of course.
What do you do?
You see, I mean, it's just like any other service.
You
And-
denied the Jewish faith 3 times last
Yeah,
week.
yeah. I'm not. I don't. Like I said, I'm probably culturally Jewish, and the complaininess. And
You
stuff.
went to the GOG.
Yeah.
do
I
you
was
do?
bar mitzvahed.
What?
You just kind of go there. It's the same thing as any other thing. That you read a passage from, in this case, the Old Testament, and
The
then
Torah, dude. Stand up
the-
for your
the
culture.
Torah.
Yeah.
And then, there's I forget what it's called, but there's sort of like a breakdown. This is what it means. And then there's an application to something that's going on in current events. It's the same thing. It's
Wow,
all
you
the
guys
same.
talk current events?
Whoa.
You guys are like,
what do they
this
say
is,
about the 9/11 towers in the GOG?
I don't remember.
It could be good, it
Yeah.
could be bad.
That was-
we'll see.
I still believed in God at that, and so I did go.
You believed in God when 9/11 happened?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I was a believer in God till I think like my mid-20s.
You believed in J God till your 20s?
Well, it's all the same.
And then you
God.
saw him smite.
Nah, you guys
you saw him
It's all
smite
the
the
same
towers
God. What?
until you saw him smite those towers.
No. It was then I started taking more interest in religion, and then because you're just like, what the fuck do they believe?
When did you? So when did
Same
you?
God. Same God.
So when what
real,
was
same God.
what was the moment that you're like, this is bullshit?
It was a line, and it was the Sam Harris book because he said,
Sam Harris got you?
yeah,
Is he
surprised.
Jewish?
I was gonna say he's got to be.
He's an atheist, but he was raised.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I didn't know he was until
I thought he was.
once you proposed that question. I was like, definitely.
Yeah,
Even though his name's Harris.
I don't know.
Oh,
But-
I have to assume that's like a book name. I don't like the way I said that, but
True.
given
Oh yeah, you think
True.
Sammy Harris changed it up?
Damn, you think Sam's hiding his J?
Yeah, dude.
100% writing that sort of incendiary
You know what we
book
should
about
do?
Islam.
You know what we should do?
Come on.
You know what we should do so that they can't hide it? Is like get like a patch that they have to wear on their clothes or something.
My goodness.
So, wait, so you stumbled. How old were you when you stumbled across this?
Oh man, I forgot what his face looked like.
24.
Harris is definitely a Jew.
24,
Damn.
25. Yeah.
So I was like 14. I remember my teacher wrote like God the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus God the Easter Bunny.
Born
And I
Sam
was like,
Harris.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And one kid in our class cried. And he went to like all like the church retreat stuff, and he was like, "How do you know that love is real?" And my teacher was just like, "Cause my wife fucking cooks me dinner every night. She does
Jeez,
this, does
what a
that."
teacher.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yo, he fucking crushed this kid. Tried to have a debate with him, and this dude was like 35. The teacher was like doing like mad coke too at the time.
Jeez.
He was just all spun out, and he was just like, "Here's why you can't handle reality. It's a fucking crutch." Dude laid it on a room full of fucking like 15, 14-year-olds, and we're all just like, "Fuck."
Wow.
Right then I was like, "Oh, that makes sense," and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
whatever."
For me, it was one of those things. It was like,
Damn,
you know,
you carried that into like your early 20s.
yeah, it would be a convenience thing. You know, and so what he was talking about, because it felt good. So if I was on a plane and be like, please God, you know.
If you still caught me like 4 years ago, if I was like on some turbulent plane or like something like really fucked up happened,
Yeah.
I would be like, all right. That history teacher doesn't know a fucking thing, dude. Please. And that's what I'm saying. I swear to God, I think it's some sort of inbuilt mechanism to be like,
Well, I think so. I do believe that there are
Yeah.
inbuilt things.
No
I just think
atheists
that
in a
we can-
foxhole.
yeah.
There are.
There aren't.
The World War II atheists, but anyway, whatever.
What about World War II?
I think there was like a
atheists?
whole meeting of them. They had like a whole little atheist.
The Nazis?
Atheists in a foxhole. I think what they're called.
Were they in a foxhole when they met? Because that doesn't debunk that.
Okay. Well, whatever. I'm sure. I mean,
You can be an atheist out of a foxhole. Yeah, that's the whole point.
okay. Yeah, it was that one line where he's just like, because it feels good, but he's like, it would also feel good to believe that you had a diamond the size of a fridge buried in your backyard. But if you went around believing that, people would just be like, you're crazy, even though it'd feel really good to believe it.
Yeah.
And so,
See, that's the thing. Like this, you guys, and by you guys I mean, like you just shit on religion as if it's this dumb fucking like.
I
I better be good or God's gonna hurt me.
Right.
That's not what religion is to people that can think.
Well, no, wait a second. Don't lump me in on that because I would never take the tactic
like
that
you call God like the flying spaghetti monster in the sky, or like there's a diamond in my backyard. It's like that's not what people think God is.
No. But that wasn't what he was really saying.
No, I'm saying you
Okay.
like that. Like it's not like you think of religion as this thing that like you look at it through the idiot's lens of Christianity and any religion. Because there are a ton of morons that are like, I better be good or God's going to hurt me.
I don't like that. I don't understand why you're thinking that. I was quoting from a book. I
Okay,
wasn't
well, that quote is what I was attacking.
Well, that's what Harris crushed
it
Peterson
worked
on.
It
in the
worked
debate.
on me. I mean, you know, however, Dawkins has a very caustic, like he's arrogant and condescending to people. I don't agree with that tactic. And I don't think that people who believe in religion are stupid. Most are way smarter than me. There's different areas of, it's just because you believe this thing doesn't mean that anybody's stupid. And so, yeah, I don't agree.
No,
with
I don't mean necessarily they're stupid. I mean what the actual like teachings are and things like that. Like it's not this like, well, you're gonna get here and it's paradise necessarily. Like a lot of things with Catholicism, if you like get into it, it's like life suffering, try to be good, like along those lines, and like
I have
none of it contradicts science.
I have no question that there are great teachings.
None of
in
it contradicts going to Mars.
I have no question that there's great teachings in it. When I talk about utopia, I'm just trying to use an example that's like without a gray area, more black and white. So just to show what that necessarily leads.
You're talking
to.
what bucked you out of it, the stuff you read.
Well, just more now.
Yeah.
I mean, like people can operate. Religious people, like it happens in this country, operate with Western values. So it's like you have this.
Where do those Western values stem from? Where did they come from?
Greeks.
The Enlightenment, I think. So
We've had this conversation a couple
okay.
times.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah.
What
No,
you
it's
what you
fine.
getting at? What are you trying to hype up?
Well, Catholicism fueled Western thought is pretty much
Grew out of
Judeo-Christian
Catholicism?
values.
Grew out of it.
But
I'm just not sure if it is, but I can't argue that.
Or would you say it was more like, because there was like the Greeks and they were like not really very religious.
I don't know.
Greeks
enough
and
about my
Romans were like a
history.
very secular society. They had like their gods and stuff, but they weren't like the Celts were very into like supernatural crazy shit, and the Greeks and Romans were like, these guys are weird as fuck. These guys are super fucking weird.
whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Don't
Fuck
go to
that.
church. Church does suck.
Church sucks.
Church
You
fucking
can go to
blows.
church. And
no,
it-
no, no.
It's
Sucks.
just a
Church,
matter
let's
of.
get set the record straight. Church fucking blows.
Church sucks.
Church sucks so bad. The Catholic Church is so fucking boring. It's so dumb. Everything I hear, and every time I go once a year, basically with my mom, and hear the guy homily.
Yeah.
Every
Homily,
year,
that's
I'm
it.
ready.
Yeah,
I'm
the
ready. I'm
homily.
like, all right, I'll give you guys another shot. And it's like, this is the time of year when
Yeah, I
it's like,
think
all
I
right,
think
this
most
fucking blows.
priests are fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I think they teach this shit at an extremely basic level. Like the fucking some guy from Providence, some bishop was like, remember the LGBT celebrations are bad. This goes against like God. This is a sin.
You went viral. He wanted to go. He just
He
wanted to go
tweeted
viral,
that,
dude.
and it's like, dude, the Pope would be like, "Don't fucking tweet that, you
Shut up.
dumb motherfucker." Like this isn't this isn't the fight we're trying to fight right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're just trying to keep the coffers
There's a
open,
lot of fucking morons involved for sure.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to make that clear. That I don't think people are stupid for believing in
So
God or religion.
what was the GOG like?
You're boring as fuck.
People didn't get like electrified. They weren't like
No,
No one
just
gets
sat
hit with
there.
the Holy Spirit.
No.
There is no Holy Spirit.
there is.
We
none,
did when
yeah.
I was bar mitzvah though, because I was very short girl. You have to carry the Torah around, and the people have to kiss it. They just take their book, their prayer
Yeah.
book, and like kiss it. And I was like having trouble holding it. It was like a big commotion. The rabbi had to like, and they put all these like fucking jewels on it. You were talking
Yeah,
about your
I
friend
bet,
wearing
yeah.
gold. Like this, literally a book is draped.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Damn.
Ripped up and draped out, dude.
You guys got jewels.
You had real
Yeah.
jewels on the fucking Torah.
They looked real. Looked
guaranteed
like some
those
polished
are real.
silver.
Guaranteed
for
those are real.
Sure, those things were your Bibles. The Jewish Bibles iced the fuck out,
Yeah.
and it's just the Old Testament. And I think the Dead Sea Scrolls
I don't know. It was all.
and the Da Vinci Codes. The last that's
And
your Jewish
only
revelations.
the first two books.
The Jewish Revelations, Da Vinci Codes. That's
Yeah.
the final thing.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage comes down and frees us. Wait, who was in Da Vinci Code?
Hanks.
Oh, Hanks. I always get
You're
that.
thinking National Treasure.
National
Literally the exact same thing.
He finds the Torah, dude.
That's it.
Oh my god.
All right. Where are we at?
About almost 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
2.
We
God
ripped.
damn.
We ripped, dude. We get the Gerbs on. It's easy.
Gerb dog's flying.
Gerb's
it's
fucking
easy
rips,
with the
dude.
Gerbs,
No,
dude.
no,
Running
you
with the
guys-
Gerbs.
I'll tell you what, podcasting is really difficult, and you guys make it incredibly easy. You guys are very good.
Thanks, man.
There's a couple,
It's easy, dude. It's easy when you look
Yeah.
across.
couple silver tongue fucking Celts, dude.
It's really
is what
hard
it
to
is.
sit there and try and talk and be entertaining.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
easy.
can't-
It's easy when you bring in white nationalists.
Oh,
Legion of Skanks just got in trouble for having Milo, also a Jewish white nationalist, just like you.
I'm just not that. So,
All right,
Yeah, you know-
Western chauvinist, whatever you want to call it.
well, we don't even have to call it that. Let's call it just something else. Let's just say, hey, principles of checks and balances are really important.
How about guy who doesn't respect other cultures?
I'm fine with that.
Sick.
You'd be fine with cultural imperialist.
During Ramadan, dude.
Fuck yeah.
During-
I definitely think that.
You love America.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that these ideas are the only ways that we solve problems moving forward, and that's going to take the most amount of people out of suffering. So, of course, I love it, and I want it to spread to the world.
And if we're going to be
Well,
living, if we're going to be traveling through space, we got to ditch all these stupid, archaic ideas and come up with some new things we can believe in.
I'm not going to agree to that.
Where
'cause
do you think
might
the
want
modern man derives meaning from? You think we're in a bit of a meaning desert?
meaning?
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't know that.
Yeah.
So we got to start thinking about need a new myth.
What? What are you looking at me for? Whatever. I'll just start talking.
Damn, we need to shed all these Muslims if we're going to go to Mars. Then we're gonna
no,
hit it.
don't just look at me with your eyebrows up. It's not that we need to shed
You know what you need to
Muslims.
do?
Hold on,
This is
but
what we need to
not
do.
at all.
We need Elon Musk's spaceship that's going to take us to Mars, take all the good white people to Mars.
Hold on, but if Muslims go to Mars, you think they wear like crazy Jafar shit?
Yeah, the red sand.
Probably
I'll
wear
tell
some
you what.
wild ass, like definitely.
I would love to see-
collars up over their head for
I wish
sure.
Muslims could catch up on the space program so we could see some wild fucking astronaut outfits.
Yeah, dude.
They get some cool outfits.
Yeah,
I like what they do. I like what they do with modern military uniforms.
What do they do?
They just fucking toss on like a turban on type of like sick camo.
Do you ever
and
wonder
shit.
where all your old altar boy shit went? They buy it in bulk.
The
dude.
mu- the Muz.
That's Muslim military.
I just want to
That's how
really
you get
quick on
hats.
the record say that I have absolutely no problem with Muslims, and we want Muslims there too. Which is the same thing.
They
that
just need
applies
to start
everybody else.
thinking like
but-
us.
No.
How do you
it's
feel
the
about
same,
Muslims
it's
in
the same
space?
thing. If there's Muslims that believe in God but still allow for the system of checks and balances and don't impose that on other people, great.
For sure.
Come on over. Let's do it.
Come to Mars.
Wow.
Wear your fly ass fucking space gear.
I love that so much. The Muslim astronaut. Don't you think? And I know you want to go.
They
But
probably would not have landing gear
What's landing gear?
on a Muslim spaceship. I just smash right into the
But like
fucking
we're doing something wrong with the calculations.
Yeah.
We can't figure it out.
like landing. What is this? What is this landing? Yeah, what you need to do on your Elon Musk spaceship that's going to save all the good people and take them to the good place. Not religious at all, but you know,
I mean, that's
the
just like
Elon Musk spaceship that's going to save us. It's our salvation.
you.
You
All
need to have
are
what you
doing
need, what you need to do is
is
get an escape
taking
pod.
a hole that fits a circle, a square,
Get
and a
it-
triangle,
get
and
it
just
in-
throwing shit through it.
Get an escape pod,
Yeah.
and write instead of on the escape pod, you just write like in crayon, just be like mosque, and then when all the Muslims go in there, you just eject, launch them off.
Man, you're such a racist.
I'm not. I'm giving you ideas.
You are so
I'm trying to.
racist.
I'm
being
Muslim.
you now, I'm being you.
I'm
Shane is
Muslim.
Muslim now.
I converted.
He wants you to
Oh,
launch
yeah, when
him off.
did you convert?
I converted a couple
Damn,
weeks
it'd be like
ago,
the show
and I
did you ever see the
accidentally
100?
read the quote that makes you Muslim at a museum.
Damn, be like the show The 100 on Netflix. You'd be up in the ark with all the other Muslims.
Man, the Muzzes, I'd lead my brother into fucking salvo.
Dude, that's so fucking fun.
Hold
Yo,
on.
have you seen the show Dead to Me?
No.
Really good. I saw it on Netflix. You can watch it pretty fast, half-hour episodes.
Okay.
I was like, my girlfriend brought it to my attention. I was like, all right, here comes another stinker flying down the fucking pipeline. Yo, I watched it. It's fantastic.
What was it?
It's on Netflix. It's produced by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. So it's I don't want to give any spoilers away, but it's fucking crazy. It's about like a lady who's trying to find who killed her husband in a hit and run. And let's just say she has a friend pop out of her life. You gotta say it's pretty fucking cool. I can't spoil it, dude.
Okay.
It's funny too. It's like legitimately fucking. It's good.
What's it called?
Dead to Me on Netflix. It's good. It's a very dark comedy.
Okay.
She's good. The country's turning around. Meryl Streep just came out against toxic masculinity. Country's starting to spin back the other way.
Against toxic masculinity?
Yeah, she doesn't like it. It's damaging to boys, and
Toxic masculinity?
yeah, she
What's
doesn't
that?
like the term. She doesn't like the phraseology.
Oh, she doesn't like the phrase. She doesn't like the thing.
Yeah, she's spoken out. Hollywood's gonna start now, like making brave stances against like overreaching of woke culture.
Good.
That's my prediction. It's coming.
Good.
Meryl Streep. I mean, we've been fucking tip of the spear for God's Jane. How long has it been? A couple of years now through the whole
Yeah.
fucking storm. We had our shit wrapped around our face, dude. Right through the sandstorm, walking into it. Now you're gonna start seeing Hollywood start to like double down on that kind of shit. Like this is going too far now. All of that shit that we started.
I know.
That
Here, read
hornet's
that.
nest we've smacked into motion. What's that?
Oh, sweet. I'm going to be a Muslim.
Shahada.
Are you
Yeah,
sharing
the
lunch?
Shahada.
Yeah, read the
Yeah.
Shahada, dude.
It's a simple sentence. Oh,
No. Read the sentence.
I bear witness that there is no deity except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah.
Wow.
The Shahada is usually recited in Arabic, which I
You're-
can speak.
You go ahead.
You can
say
speak
it.
it?
No, it has it written. You could have lied.
I know.
Damn, you're a Muslim now?
Yes.
Ashhadu an
Yes,
la
Gerbs. Al-Garbi.
ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad are Rusu Allah.
Damn.
Wow, that's how atheist you are, dude.
What can I say? I love Muslims now that I'm a Muslim.
I don't actually get along. I've been getting along really well, specifically with black Muslims.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm not driving anymore. And we would drive, we were like fucking.
Black Muslims are the
hated each
ultimate
other, bro.
rival on the road.
Whew, they hated
On the when they're
black Muslims
when you
versus
run
white
into
trash
their-
on the road. Whew,
run into their caravan.
dude, they do not. I've gotten in so many just like crazy because they're also ready to die. It's like the only other person I meet on the road who's also ready to die at any given time.
True.
So like I'll be like, oh yeah, and they're like, oh fucking yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude.
oh fuck, this is crazy.
Yeah, they'll do it. You want
Yes.
to talk about instinct? That's stuff that
Yeah,
goes
man.
way back. Just
They
the
go
Celtic crusader trying to fight against a Muslim caravan.
Yeah,
You're just trying to
dude, it
raid a
goes
caravan
wild,
on
dude.
676. God wills it. So yeah, technically you are Muslim now.
Sweet.
There you go.
Jewish Muslim.
Would you look
Dude,
at
my
that?
career's about to skyrocket. Oh my god.
Ahmed better watch out, dude. Ahmed Weinberg, we're coming for your ass. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate all cultures, and that's all I can say.
Okay.
I
don't.
mean, you don't.
Oh.
What's your problem?
Oh, well, I thought I stated
I'm
why.
really, I'm really into animism. It's
So
like
am I.
worshiping like trees and shit.
I worship trees. And that's it.
Yeah.
Only trees.
I'm like an animist, and like if something bad happens to me, I'm like, Hail Mary, full, oh God, please don't let it fucking
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh,
God, please. All right. We should end this one.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
done.
we're gonna hit up a page right now, or you want to go get something to eat and then
Let's
hit
go.
a page?
Let's go eat. I gotta. Yeah, let's go eat because I gotta get my cord. I forgot the
right,
cord to the
sick.
page.
Gerb diggity.
Gerbs,
Thanks,
dude.
guys. Thank you very
All
much.
gonna be now you
Huge,
worship the prophet.
Huge comeback. Unbelievable.
Huge comeback. It fucking converted Islam at the end.
True, dude.
It's a wild podcast. It's a good podcast.
That holds up.
That does literally. That holds up. You are officially Muslim.
That's fantastic.
Damn, dude.
Congrats.
You're gonna have to dress like Jafar in outer space, dude. That
Dude,
sucks.
Dude, imagine my surprise when I accidentally read that.
Yeah.
Gentiles, when we go to outer space, we get to wear like the Mo Money, Mo Problem suit, and you gotta wear a fucking Jafar suit.
Yeah, you got Jafar out.
Sweet.
I get
We're
to
gonna
be
fight
in
when we
the
get to
wind
Mars.
tunnel and like dance around. It's gonna be sick.
We're gonna fight when we get to Mars.
Okay.
Just so you know.
God, I can't wait for the first Mars landing to happen.
I can't wait for that first fucking Mars landing
too.
too. I cannot wait.
Everybody's
I'm
gonna
all
be
about Musk, dude.
fucking
I love
pumped. Except
Musk.
you, and you're gonna be all negative.
I love
I
Musk.
cannot wait for the first Mars thing to fucking explode and everyone die up there.
You want everyone to die up there?
Yeah,
I
want
like
them,
Musk.
and then while they're dying, they're gonna say, "Oh God." That's gonna be their
what
last
that?
words.
There's not gonna be. It's
Their
not just
last
gonna be
words up there.
atheists going to Mars. It's gonna be religious people.
Guarantee it's gonna be a bunch of smarmy fucking atheist
my
cunts
God.
up there.
Yeah, it's a
You
tough
are
sell on the
defensive.
religious.
You are so defensive.
Sorry, I love God.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love.
the
You don't have to be
religious
so
don't really fuck with
defensive.
space that
Yeah,
hard.
dude, we're not fucking with space.
A lot
God's
of
a-
religious people go to space.
Who? Well, I guarantee Buzz Aldrin loves God.
He just loves America.
Guarantee that guy loves
he just
God.
loves America.
He got up there like, you know, there's fucking aliens up there. You got space.
Praise the Lord, I was born to drive boat. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the less pull. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spill dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and call. Best believe that there was neck involved. Fuck around and almost wrecked the sub. We took acid for 10 days straight up in the mountains. Started running with the stallions. Playing frisbee in the West Indies. Did the tango with my kidneys, eyes open.